Alright, who's your persona tonight, Chris?
I'm still filthy casual.
And are you still, unfortunately, John? Are you still John? Are you just John? Are you John? He's had like 4 different variations of John.
Because apparently people keep coming on here and just be like, I'm gonna be John. I'm unfortunate John. I'm like, whatever, just John. Whatever. Whatever, John.
What do you, what? What's my name? For what?
Just go.
What?
Who are you?
Oh. Sometimes I can't realize or don't realize when you're recording. Also, I'm going to be looking at Luz during this.
When is that ever different?
These I've been holding off for about half a day with. The Patreon stuff. Anyway.
Okay.
Who am I wanting to be tonight? I was that last week because I was sponsored by him.
Your name was Patreon last week?
No, it was I'm this, by this.
So how much money are you throwing at Patreon this month?
The normal 27.
This for like,
normal
the
27.
What?
This for a model?
One of them is, yes. The others are like cosplay people. Or art, but the art people I do $1 for. Anyway, I guess today I'll be
Lewd Monster
going to Beer Fest, man.
And I'm Spoiler the motherfucking Hoyt. So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we're going to go out before I say this is going to talk about Avengers Endgame. If you haven't seen any of the 22 movies leading up to this, back the fuck up. You about to hear it.
I'm confused. I thought we were doing Game of Thrones spoilers.
All right, Game of Thrones spoilers too.
If you haven't seen either, skip to.
Spoiler alert. We're also going to tell the sex of each of our first children. I
hope it's unisex.
Nope.
So it can be whatever.
There are only 2 motherfucking genders. No, I'm kidding.
Mine would be a
fluid
boy, but identifies as a woman.
That's what yours would be?
Probably.
Will you have children?
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm in the same boat, Chris.
At this rate, probably not.
Oh, wait, hold on. What was your name again?
Filthy casual.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat, filthy casual.
I'll end up probably with stepchildren. Probably.
I mean, that's... okay.
It's pretty much a given.
I thought it was going the adopting stepchildren or whatever, but...
Can you adopt a kid being a single man? Isn't that creepy or no?
Yes. I mean, it can be creepy, but I mean, they gotta do a background check. They gotta see if you're qualified, see if you're like able to like take care of them.
Listen, I know we have like some mainstream titles that casuals like, such as Game of Thrones or Marvel, but our filthy casual needs to discuss something real quick. Have you seen the new information from the new Fire Emblem game coming out in the last 2 days?
3 houses?
Yeah.
I haven't really read it.
So apparently you start as a mercenary and then you get hired on as a teacher, and they showed some screenshots. Let's talk about that. That's the most mainstream thing we'll talk about tonight.
Talked about that before.
But apparently they pretty much talked about the opening of the game.
I thought they already
Or it looks like you're...
I don't think they talked about that. I think they just pretty much said you're a teacher.
I thought that was the whole point. You're a teacher, and then at some point you choose a house, and you're like, oh,
No, they're talking about your character is recruited from being like a mercenary in some mission or something or another.
It kind of looked like a Grail's mercenary, like on the trailer looked like it, but yeah.
So, I mean, like, I don't know if you want to talk about...
Does your mercenary group get wiped out?
I have no idea. Like, they just said you start as a mercenary. I'm assuming either mercenary and you impress either, like, somebody within the school or the kingdom or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I could see that happening, like, you lose your squad and you have nothing to turn to.
Guess, yeah.
So, I mean, they can't give you too much of a personality because, once again, like, you're the main character in the Fire Emblem game. You're kind of just, like, there.
He's not wrong. It's like...
You're just an avatar.
Yeah. You're like Final Fantasy main character that doesn't talk.
You're seeing what all happens with these people.
They can put some personality if they can't give you much because...
I feel like the early ones, Well, then again, the early ones, they had, like, no characters. Just a...
Hey, is this 35 or 36?
This will be 37.
Right.
Episode 37, baby. Comedy Central.
I like that, chat.
Yeah.
The game comes out in July.
July? I'm sure we'll get the hard release date soon.
Hard release.
I'm assuming we're going to have a pre-E3 Direct. I hope.
I thought they confirmed they're doing an E3 Direct.
They are. They actually confirmed that today. Like,
I still want to.
And they actually confirmed they're doing the Nintendo World Championship again with Splatoon.
Okay, can I just say now, it's pretty much Nintendo's to lose at this point, E3 wise.
I mean,
Sony's a no-show.
Microsoft, I think they said they're going to show their new console
a little early.
Which I feel. I mean, it's pretty much all but confirmed we're getting PS5 reveal later this year, probably in November.
Well, maybe.
I mean, they gave us early details, and they said it's nothing. They're not going to reveal it at E3, and then pretty much all the rumors from all the developers is 2020 is a big year. Yeah. So I feel like it's going to get revealed this year, then released in like. But November
I felt like if they're going to reveal it, they would have already announced a venue where they were going to reveal it.
Hold on. I thought Some of you were talking about that. I thought they had like some event going on in November.
Not that I remember.
I'm just predicting they're going to announce PS5 this November, especially if Microsoft's going to announce it in July. At least it's not going to be like the Xbox One and the PS4 where there's like
same E3.
no, not even that. Oh yeah. When
it was the same one.
But I'm saying like they revealed the Xbox One and the PS4, and then they didn't reveal the prices till the next E3. But yeah, that really was like Microsoft announced, and then 8 hours later, it's like, yeah, we're $100 under, just to like undercut them. And I was like, shit. I mean,
how much do you think it's going to be?
Somebody said the price isn't going to be what a lot of people are going to expect it to be.
I'm thinking 600.
Yeah, that is what I've heard thrown around, 600.
I would like to think they learned their mistakes with PS3, and it's like, okay, let's do the PS4 route, take maybe a little bit of a cut on earnings, and be like, let's just get the install base out.
Well, what I'm thinking is,
hopefully,
like, Sony's always been like kind of cocky in my opinion. So they pretty much win the generation of PS2. So they figure people are going to buy our shit regardless. So let's launch the PS3. Granted, they literally launched the PS3 with what wasn't like $16 or $17 profit on every console.
Yeah,
literally
they were also pushing a lot. They were pushing Blu-ray, which they
Yeah.
ended up winning.
Yeah, at the time, like to get a PS3 or to get an Xbox 360 and a Blu-ray, you would have paid more than a PS3.
And still at the point, you got a Blu-ray that was easily half the price of a Blu-ray player. So it's like, I get a video game console and a Blu-ray player.
And
this is a deal, even though it's expensive.
And not to mention, the Xbox 360 was flimsy as shit. Like,
yeah.
The red ring, if you moved it slightly, it cut a disc.
Xbox had issues.
Did you ever have that? Like your Xbox 360 cut your disc if you moved it slightly?
No, because I didn't touch my Xbox.
Okay, so literally, like mine. All right, so I lost a little. Well, I had
He's really good about taking his game. He still does it. He doesn't leave his games in there.
Well, the thing is, when I had my PS3 originally, I left the game in there and eventually it died. But then again, I turned it in and got the Metal Gear Solid 4 PS3, so I was like, it kind of worked out.
Did you ever have a full-on red ring?
No, we did have one red ring on us. It wasn't a full red ring.
I had a scare one time.
It was like 3/4.
I had that scare. It's like it showed red, and I was like, motherfucker. And I cut the power to it, and then it turned on fine. I was like, Jesus. I was like, thank God.
Yeah, I had that happen one time. I think y'all were there at the time, but I had it happen one time. I was like, oh, geez.
Didn't the original initial shipment of 360s have like a 45% failure rate? It was high. It
wasn't that high.
I thought it was like high. I thought it was like 30 to 40%.
It might have been like mid-20s, which is still ridiculous for
definitely.
console.
If it's like anything more than 5, I'd say is ridiculous for product control. Hell, anything more than like 2%, I'd say.
I think 5% is about the standard of, okay, here's our failure rate. Especially depending on what production lots, because usually it's like, okay, the first few productions, it's like we're shooting for 95%. But after that, we want to narrow this down and make it maybe like 2.5. But it's like when you're first getting through the whole production process, you want to narrow it down.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, though, I will say, like, even though it was underpowered, the 360 was definitely a good console.
It's basically all about the games. That's the whole
point. Yeah.
As soon as whoever's doing the console realizes which games do we have on this, they tend to win. That's why this console system's like Nintendo does its own thing, so it's not supplied enough, but PS4 is like, we're pushing games.
I mean, technically, looking back, it was a good system, but at the time, compared to what it was going against, was it a good system?
Which system?
Wasn't it mostly PS3? Like, it started during PS2, then it went into the PS3 era, plus whatever Nintendo had at the
PS3
time.
just didn't have much of anything for a while.
So I just looked it up from the Consumerist. From the first initial wave, it was worse than I thought. It was a 54.2% failure rate.
Probably eventually got that high.
No, that's like the first initial shipment before it became a huge widespread thing.
Oh.
And apparently that's the thing that comes from all consoles. PS3 had a 10.6% failure rate.
Which is still better.
Wii was 6.8%. Granted, all three of these companies offered to replace it for you, but it's still 54%. Like you're talking literally you flip the coin, your shit's gonna work. Like,
granted, I didn't get one until fucking Modern Warfare 2 came out, but
they did rush it out. Like, I mean, Microsoft was under the gun. Like they had to undercut PS2. They had to Xbox was great. The first Xbox was great. Controller not so much. The Duke wasn't that great, but the 360 controller to this day, I still use a 360 controller for PC games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I can hook up my Switch controller to it, it's just like I have just a wired 360 controller that's sitting on my desk for PC games.
I think PS4 has better support. I'd be tempted to use that controller over 360.
I love the 360 controller. So
360 is probably the best one overall.
Yeah.
for most people. But I really like PS4 controller.
I love the Switch controller too. So I mean, like, but I still feel like I've just had it forever. I've had that first one. Like, I just the 360 controller is just great.
I would like the shoulder buttons and triggers to be redone a little bit on the Pro controller.
You know what, John? You can go fuck yourself.
That's my only complaint about the Pro controller.
Okay. I thought you shit on the 360 controller.
Yeah, 360 controller, whatever they did, it was fine.
369.
Ain't been no better controller since the GameCube controller. That's why they're still bringing it back 3 generations later.
This is
Smash.
Smash only.
well. I only liked it, I think, because of you could jump using X and Y instead of just tilting up or whatever.
Smash?
Yeah, for Smash.
Yeah.
And I think that's really why I liked it overall, because any other game, it's like...
For one game only? Everybody thinks that, Tyler. Not just the X and Y, but literally, the GameCube controller is surviving alone just because Smash.
Granted, I never really used Z, but on the GameCube.
In Mario, you have to use Z all the time.
Yeah.
Z was like the grab, and I don't cheat, so...
It's the grab,
Grab is cheap.
But also, like, at least in Melee, I don't know if they did in other games, but Z was a larger shield, but it took longer to come out.
Okay, I didn't know about that, but
it was like
I
it was a lighter color.
Yeah, I used like right control for shield.
Damn,
Not right control, it was right
Hold on,
trigger.
we need to boot up Smash. Is that a mechanic still in the game?
What?
You had a larger shield in Melee with Z, but with R is like a quick shield, but with that, you did your animation for grabbing and then
I would use like left for dodging and right for shield.
What are you talking about?
For the triggers? I would use left for dodging and right for shield.
That's not how that works.
That's still why I use it pretty much today,
but
besides just dodging.
Dodging is the shield button and then moving. So regardless if you had L or R, you're still going to dodge.
Granted, most of the times I did shield, I would just stand still and use right. So.
And now in Smash, you get rewarded for shielding in the right time.
Yeah, I saw that last time we played. I was like, what the fuck happened? But
it's still pretty hard to pull off.
I did it like 3 times that night.
So you're still playing Fire Emblem Heroes?
Very, I don't play every day like I used to.
He's playing right now, though.
I played a little bit of Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Blades, and I played it for like a week or two. Yeah.
I thought about it, and then I saw the loot crate issues.
Yeah, they cut down on the time for some of the chests, but it's still like the fact that you can only carry X amount, and basically, pretty much people are saying like, well, don't pick up the wooden ones, but the silver, unless you're playing all day, you're not going to grab enough silver or gold. It's like, I just don't have time. And also, that game drains battery like a mother. You know when, like, what's his name? Fucking Bethesda guy. Todd Howard. He said, oh yeah, and we have it in, like, what I call meeting mode, where you can play it while you're in a meeting. That motherfucker is worse than Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, it was like, on the iPhone, it was like a percent a minute, right?
I would say even worse.
It was like, literally, I felt like, I played it for like 10 minutes in a meeting, like at work, and I dropped like 24%. Granted, I have like a 3 or 4 year old phone, but it still was like literally like a fifth of my phone battery in like 10 minutes. And I was like, shit. And it's only because I didn't realize my charger wasn't all the way in. Or no, it unplugged from the wall. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, I went on break and I was like, I'm going to charge my phone. Little did I know.
So when the next phone comes out, you going to upgrade?
I'm going to wait for reviews. Alan's liking his. You seem like yours. So it's like...
I like mine.
If it's not good enough, I mean, I'll upgrade maybe. I mean, I've had an upgrade for like a year or two now, so it's...
I would have preferred to wait, but it's like with the upcoming conventions, it's like, I don't want to have a phone where I'm like tethered to a battery or like, well, I can't do anything for a while until I get back to the room to charge it up a little bit.
So I might upgrade. I mean, it just depends. I know they're more expensive now.
Do you not have an Anchor?
I got one, but it's like...
It's a pain to...
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'll charge it, and then it's like, I'll forget to charge it, and like, well, this is kind of useless for me. Plus, I don't have my phone with me at work, so it's like, I shouldn't be using my phone that much, but it dies so quickly when I go to the gym after work and just do some other stuff.
So do you power your phone off when it's in the car?
No, I put it in airplane mode, which doesn't drain anything off the phone.
But
once I start actually doing stuff on the phone... Oh look, I'm on Pokemon Go or Instagram or something, Internet Explorer or Safari. It just craps out. Because I'll look at the battery usage as like batteries. Like, oh look, 80, now it's 40%. I'm like, this is stupid. It was annoying. I want to try to replace the battery that way I could like say, okay, I know how to do it, so the next time it happens I could just replace the battery on the phone and keep it. So I'll use my old phone as like a play or experiment.
Here's something I've noticed. I don't know if it's based off me not knowing the tech behind it, but it seems like for some reason...
Yeah, I've seen that.
Is it like Darth Maul is the product of...
Well, it's Darth Maul and Darth Maul Alolan form.
Oh, I saw them. It's like Darth Maul and Elsa gave birth to the
White Walker dude.
Night King.
But this is like the Night King is Darth Maul, just a Lolan form. So
I can see it. But basically, like for some reason, it seems like on 3G LTE, I drained less battery than Wi-Fi.
Oh,
like
damn.
at least at home.
these
I have
some
no
titties
idea.
right here.
Yeah, our listeners can see that.
I mean, look at this.
I don't know.
That's
maybe.
a good audio image.
Look at this audio image.
John, I want you to embed this.
Are those not
soundbite-
good? Are those not good audio titty images? Do
Embed this soundbite where somebody
I
can
mean,
like
we
read
could
it
edit
and they can
the
see
picture
it.
in.
you want me to save this so y'all can edit it in?
No.
Just like a flash
I want you to not send it to the group. I want you to send it specifically
to the
to
Gmail?
to Tony. I want you to send it to Tony. I want to see it.
Tony's
And hopefully he
reaction.
responds by the end, and just send it to him and see what say what you think, and then let us know his response. I hope Tony responds in time.
You just send it, and then you tell him listen to the podcast, and then we'll figure out.
Tony,
which
here's your little
one.
cameo for the week.
No context.
episode is-
Just Tyler said some.
Tony is our $100 Patreon sponsor of the month.
Oh, jeez. How does he have that money?
He works, bitch.
Yeah, has a job.
Bitch.
But he doesn't
Please
pay
say
his
bitch.
Those are
bills.
few listeners.
He doesn't pay his bills.
What? He's a living man. Why are you talking shit?
Okay, if he doesn't-
You're gonna see
okay.
this man tomorrow.
He
I'm gonna
doesn't.
tell
He
him
doesn't
you're
pay all debts.
Does he owe
talking-
you money or
Jesus Christ.
something?
Don't spread his business.
I didn't say which debts.
Does he owe John money?
We just know he has. We all have debts.
None
let's
of us
just
got John money, honey.
let's
Hey,
just say we all have
technically
debts.
does.
False. Whatever you were. Casual. Filthy casual.
Oh my god, you're
False casual.
Get drunk.
Do you
You're
not
the
have
false casual.
do
You're
you-
hardcore, Chris.
Do you not have debts from those Lego sets?
What?
Hmm?
I didn't buy any of them.
Those are like
So he doesn't have debts from
birthday
that.
/ Christmas or whatever.
So do you not have debts?
I mean, I have car payments.
There you go. Do you not have debts, John? Unfortunately,
A
still.
debt?
John has more money in the bank.
I guess
than debt.
technically a house payment, but it's
You
a
can pay
house.
off
That's
Sorry.
technically a debt.
Do I have debt?
I know you have
It's
debts.
a mortgage. Besides
I
a
don't-
mortgage, I
No,
don't
I
have
paid off
anything.
my debt. I mean, I have like bills that I have due. That's not a debt.
I
That's bills.
consider it a debt.
That's
I got
that's-
debts.
Hold on. Then
Who does
everybody's-
not have
then
debts?
everybody's in perpetual
That's
debt.
being
Exactly. That's my whole concern with the whole credit card thing.
That's
That
him
is
being
not true.
responsible. It's like, hey, I know I get to pay off my phone bill next month. I got it set up. I got
No,
the
that's
money.
that's not how credit
That's
cards
my
work.
whole
No.
issue
Okay,
with
okay,
it.
okay. So you have a credit card.
Also,
bill.
we've strayed far from the path of talking about spoilers.
All right, Tyler. So a credit card. Let's
Well,
say
you owe debt.
yeah, you have debt. So that's not
Is that
how
the title of
debt
the
works.
episode?
If I have my credit card and I
Spoiling
don't pay it
your
off by the end of the month, then yes, I technically have debt. That doesn't mean like, oh, I have a, let's say like $100 cell phone bill coming in 3 weeks.
So-
That doesn't mean I'm in debt. I know I have a bill coming.
Most
But
people, when they associate debt,
are you
it's like,
still spending more money than you have at the time?
I'm really at this point. I'm gonna start labeling our like podcast as a financial like advice podcast because well, the lessons I'm gonna teach Tyler like
subcategory finance.
like Jesus Christ, that's not how debt works.
I want debt.
Tyler, usually debt is linked to like college, like student loans, anything
that-
a loan.
So is a credit card not a loan?
No.
Then what is
well,
See?
Uh,
See?
depending on how you use it. Depending on how you use it. I mean, technically,
People use it
You're still using money you
irresponsibly.
don't have
They're
then
loaning
to
credit.
pay later.
So, yes, it is, Tyler. But
Whether you have the money then or
What's
not,
it-
you're still using money you don't have
It's
then.
more of the thing the bank or the card gives you credit because they know you're good for it. And they know you can pay it back.
And
Doesn't
most
mean
people
it's
just
timely.
use it to
Doesn't mean
credit.
you're going to, though.
no, but if you don't, then your credit's never raised, Tyler. You can get a credit card. You right now can get a credit card for $500, and then literally in 5 years, if you still have a $500 credit card limit, that shows what they think of you as a creditor.
I just want $500, y'all. I'm only
That's
using this
not
for
what that
hotels.
means. That is not how a credit card works.
I'm only
That
using,
doesn't mean you get $500 for nothing. That
I'm
means
only
you get
using it for hotel reservations, y'all.
And hence 90%.
That's why you can only pay for the cheap one. That we stay for the least amount of days.
Woo!
Technically, we stay more days than Momo, but we stay less than a more expensive one.
Which one? A?
Yeah, AWA. Yeah,
We're going. Well, I have it reserved for 1, 2.
Oh, we're
Technically,
saying
3
three?
days this year.
Oh my God, we balling, boys.
I have it reserved for whether y'all go up that day or not is fine, but
Wait, you reserved Thursday, Friday, and Saturday? Why'd you look at me so fucking? He went shit. Yeah, like.
so I figured
Well, Reed might go this year. He's guaranteed.
Okay,
going
if
this
Reed
year.
does
if
go-
he backs out now, he's a liar.
before Reed
Calling
said,
you out,
yeah, I'll
Reed.
stay in the room. I figured it was gonna be us two, and then depending on what like
Oh, yeah, how
the people
that-
from Momo do, it'd be like all just 4 of us. That's each person paying technically for a day.
I mean, if it's just you and me, I'm cool with that.
And again,
I'll fuck you, Tyler, if you want me to.
If that's the case, then yeah, I'll cover Thursday if no one else wants to go up, but that day. But
so you get a potential like 6 or 7 people in this room.
No.
Yeah, well, it's a double bedroom.
No, we're not having 6 people in there.
He just said the Momo people go.
If they go, I feel like they're not going to.
There's only 2 people on Momo.
Tyler's going to weird them out.
I thought you could convince Chad to go.
Nah.
For Momo?
Not with the kid.
AWA.
Yeah, no.
Not with the kid.
He's going to be in Dragon Con. Yeah.
I mean, Dragon Con's going to be 2 months. I mean, this is going to be 2 months after Dragon Con. I mean, I still feel like he's not going to go. That's more reason John might go, though, because it's not right after. It's not asking too much
but
time.
Even then, like, when we had a double bed room, like, there was still enough room for, like, 1 or 2 air mattresses in there, so...
I mean, yeah.
I'm not saying it's the ideal situation, 6+ people in there, but still.
I'll never forget, I was just sitting there on my phone watching YouTube, and I hear a struggle between Reed and Tyler, and somebody got cut on a broken glass. Somebody broke a glass, and somebody also got cut. And I just realized, God damn it. Like, I was like, I should have been paying attention. I felt bad. I was like...
Because someone was being stupid?
Tyler.
No.
And Reed will agree, it was your fault. You're the one who caused the drop of the glass, and you're the one who, like... kept fighting and y'all fought on. I don't know why.
I'm always gonna not keep fighting him.
You've also stabbed Reed before. I'll never forget that.
But I will say this
you
time it was
him with
his
a knife,
fault.
and Reed really walked around bewildered. He went, Tyler, you stabbed me. You stabbed me.
Well, I'm pretty sure
like,
this time it was him swinging like the bed sheets at me, and that's what caused the glass to knock over. And then while he was picking it up, he cut himself. So
no, because you kept fucking fighting. I'm pretty sure I got a video on my phone of it, like me, like or one of the.
Again, I'm pretty sure he's the one swinging the bed sheet, which caused the glass to knock over.
All of the glass stuff sounds plausible. How did you stab him with a knife?
Oh, that was before we hung out with you.
I mean,
there's still one explanation. How you stabbed him with a knife?
No, because Tyler had a goddamn knife.
I had a little knife that Chad had given us for spending the night at his house.
Yeah, and he had it out, and Reed was fucking with Tyler,
and Reed was trying to lock the door to what was my room at the time. So I was like, just like poking it in there, and then apparently it got his hand and like cut him like right here or something. So.
Yeah, you stabbed him. Why would you stab through a door where you know somebody was?
You never know what happens.
I swear.
You stab people, that's what happens.
That's it. I'm using the timeline from Avengers to go back and be like, don't stab, they're going to talk about this forever.
Are you going to take that knife temporarily, then put it back in where it goes in the timeline?
Yes.
Technically,
I'm going to have a bald bitch.
Past, remember?
Yeah, I'm going to have a bald bitch tell you about, hey, bald bitch! Like, she come back, you must not touch the knife. Ibambe. No, I did that to Tyler. I said, I'm going to go up to a group of black people and just go, Ibambe! And see if they, like, start arming themselves.
They probably don't know what you're doing.
Ibambe. No, some might, but they also think I'm racist.
Well, I mean, you saying that is just like Armin saying no black person did not see Black Panther, but...
Only reason that really hit me is because I watched Infinity War right before I watched Endgame. And he did do that Ibambe like 3 times, and he did it again in Endgame, and I told Tyler, like, I was like, oh, Tyler, he did it. Like, Ibambe.
My question is...
It's a cool line, because...
Yeah, I mean, it's like getting hyped up.
Well, my question is, the army that Black Panther brings with him through the portal, is that just the ones that got snapped? Or...
It's all of them. No,
it's just the ones that...
All right, so, spoiler alert for Endgame, people come back. That's the first one we're
going to the end of the movie.
Yeah, so pretty much, Tyler, that portal that he opens up, literally what happens is...
Like, I know they snapped, and then like roughly 10 minutes later, like they came through the portal, so they had time to like communicate. Everybody like get together.
You heard that first thing through Cap's microphone, like
Cap's microphone. What?
Cap's microphone. Literally, like Sam wasn't the first word he heard. Like when Sam's like, "Cap, you coming in? We're on your left." He heard something else like 5 minutes before that. That's really, but he didn't pay attention to it. Like literally, they hit an auditory thing where somebody said something, and that was your first hint. Everybody's on their way, and that's BD Wong survived. Yeah, BD Wong survived, and pretty much that means like. He was gathering everybody, and it's like I'm pretty sure he gathered the sorcerers first because they can teleport everybody, and then everybody showed up.
Okay.
And so literally, it's like everybody. I'm assuming you returned to where you were snapped.
Yeah.
Because Peter came with.
Yeah, they came from Titan. I saw the background.
Yeah. So literally, you returned where you were snapped. So literally, like, all the people from Wakanda that got snapped were right there.
Wakanda forever.
There's probably half and half. Like a lot of them were people that got.
Hey, it's literally half and half. Quite literally half and half. Like
yeah. The other half are people that are old enough.
We're already
to fight,
there.
Or
only okay. So are we gonna go into Endgame, or do you want to talk about Game of Thrones first? 'Cause I feel like Game of Thrones.
We went Endgame. Might as well do.
All right, let's talk about Endgame.
Woo!
All right, so we
it's an Endgame
last night. $60 million Thursday night preview. Marvel's Avengers Endgame came out.
3 fucking hours.
Off the cuff.
How much was the budget? for the movie?
It's probably fucking
It made
$30
its money
million
back.
billion.
30 million billion. I was saying at least 500 million.
500.
expensive.
Are you talking about the budget or the?
Yeah, budget.
That might be like movie and.
But I mean, even if that was the
maybe.
budget, like internationally, they made like 169 million the first night. So
Yeah.
Rarely do you ever
They're probably-
know the advertising budget
they're
for a movie.
probably on their way
You
to
never
making
do,
budget
but
back.
you always assume there's a decent amount, especially with this.
You
movie.
didn't need advertising for this movie like at all.
I mean, technically no, but they're still going to.
I felt like they probably didn't do as much advertising with
feel
this
like
as
they
they did in Infinity Wars.
I did notice like one of the
But I was
trailers
avoiding it.
they did. Like,
Budget is 350
Yeah,
to
they're
400
easily-
million.
Easily gonna make that back.
Box office already at 305 million.
See,
Yeah.
as of recording, but
Yeah, as a recording.
On a Friday night.
yeah.
It's a Friday night. This is how you blew it.
Okay,
That's what I'm gonna
so
sing
what part
there.
of Endgame you want to get to? You want to go
All right,
into
so
complaints or just overall opinion?
All right, so first off the cuff, what did you think of the movie? Don't give like super like, oh, I hated this or I hated that. Like, did you enjoy it?
I think the best way I can sum it up, I think it's a bad Avengers movie.
Yeah,
I think he gets me. He actually
yeah. I was
gets me.
like, because it like didn't seem like it like. All right, so this movie,
At least for 2/3 of the movie, it seems like a bad Avengers
because
movie.
it's
Yeah.
like for some reason like because it has this whole duty where it's like, well, once
Which
they
doesn't
beat
mean
Tha-
it's a bad movie.
yeah, it's like that they beat Thanos and they have to lead to that road to get to Thanos, but they can't jump straight to like the second timeline Thanos. So it almost seems like it's a movie that is setting up. It's almost an entire movie setting up the battle. And, like, I guess that's not bad, but it's like they go on this journey or something or other, and it's got some good, like, okay, overall, I would say it is not as good as Infinity War.
It feels-
but it was
yeah.
never going to be because it's never going to have those character interactions.
If
Like,
anything, it had the tone of like a Greek tragedy.
yeah, like, because it, like, okay, so it has some
That
good...
was like the beginning tone.
Here's one thing I will say about, like, this. It had some some really good character moments. I'd say the character moments we get in this movie are probably higher than in Infinity War, but they're not as numerous as this.
They're borderline fan service. in
Yeah,
my
well,
opinion.
because I had to hit certain
I
signs.
know.
But I'd say for the like
But
the
there are
main
good
2 or 3.
moments.
Okay, so
Like once again, I'm gonna off the cuff. I'm gonna say this right now. Like once, and I'm not gonna get into spoilers right now. RDJ really fucking good. Like him and Chris Evans. Like for this being their I'm spoiler their last Marvel movies.
Yeah.
They fucking rocked it out of the park. And
We'll
once
say last main. I assume
I'm
they'll
sure
make
they'll cameo or
appearance.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this kind of leads into a question we have from a call-in viewer.
Colin?
One of the Lucys that has appeared here. They asked, was the movie good for the characters?
Yes, definitely for certain characters. Okay, so I do love
Specifically,
how
she just said, was it good for the characters? And I said, yes.
I do love how, well, not love. I liked how the movie started out and it showed you where Hawkeye was and how he felt. And as far as Hawkeye's concerned, like they kind of brought him in and they showed you what he was doing, so and how he was as a character. And I do like how he went Ronin. Like that kind of explained that, but it's kind of like I still feel like Hawkeye's himself, like he wouldn't immediately been like, "Fuck the world." I guess I get his point. Like if it's random, why did bad people live? But that's what Thanos wanted, was random. And so he was deciding to even the odds, and I guess he had nothing else to live for. But I still feel like, as far as Hawkeye was concerned, he wouldn't have called Nat, like, at all. But, like, he would have been like, you alive? What's up? Like, nothing. He just automatically went like, that's it, I'm going to kill bad guys. Like...
Because they didn't deserve to live when good.
Yeah. I get that, but I still like as close as him and Nat, where, like, you wouldn't at least contact people. I know they skipped 5 years, but I feel like, and I'm sure Marvel will eventually do this, there's going to be a blank period spin-off series that shows you what happened in the 5 years, blah, blah, blah.
Did you like the time skip, or did you think it was unnecessary?
I mean, 5 years, I mean,
I thought it was too long for me.
I don't know if I'd take it too long.
Yeah, it's
I do feel
short
like
enough, I
if the
think.
whole world was, like, cut in half, I feel like, yeah, so major sporting events wouldn't happen like when they showed that stadium, but I feel like the world would still keep moving a little bit. Although, like, I guess they showed you, like, it affects everybody in different ways when you saw the little kid riding his bike and he's resentful because, as far as we know, he probably lost his mom and dad, or his dad and mom and mom. I mean, did you know this is the first, movie that has an openly gay character in it?
Hold on.
Never before was a Marvel character.
Oh,
openly
yeah.
that guy in the
Russo. Yeah.
Oh,
the guy in the
support group,
yeah,
or whatever you call it.
he
Support
went on a
group.
date with a guy. Valkyrie is gay, but they didn't like say
Say
that
it out loud, yeah.
I thought she was bi.
I thought she was gay.
The
joke is that when Thor says he likes this one for Captain Marvel, is he's being he's like being a wingman for Valkyrie. Like, I like this one.
Like, Thor in general was just overall great in this movie.
I mean, that's one thing I will give this, like, I will give the MCU praise. Starting with the Avengers, and then they stopped it in Thor 2, then they brought it back. Well, Thor, I mean, in Age of Ultron, I rewatched that last week. It's not that good. But it's not that good at all. Like, it's kind of like whatever.
It's just the Hulkbuster, that's it. And Jarvis.
Literally, like,
who is
given the Avengers, and then Thor 3, and then Infinity War, they've learned to have fun with Thor. And he works best when he's, like, having fun. Like, he's more of a... He doesn't work as good as a serious character, but he has those moments of seriousness. I mean, I loved... Like, Chris Hemsworth got to play his dream role of the Big Lebowski. So,
yeah.
I mean, quite literally. Like... And, Tyler, what was your favorite aspect about the Thor in this movie? Go on, say it.
He was just overall...
No, what was he drinking?
Okay, so let me start off with... He just likes to drink all day nowadays because he's essentially depressed.
Tyler's been super fucking proud he was drinking Tropicalia.
But he was drinking Tropicalia when they was like, let me get some local beer from wherever got to. And it's like, no. He's like, if I go, there better be some good beer or whatever. And next scene you see him with a beer, it's Tropicalia from fucking Georgia, y'all, because they filmed in Georgia.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I completely missed that. Mitch might catch it, but...
So what about you? Like, I do agree. Like, overall, like, of the crossover movies for Avengers, definitely the two highlights are Infinity War, because that felt like everybody coming together, but is the plot of this movie kind of against that? Like, it's kind of an Avengers movie, but it's quite literally an Avengers movie. Like, you're avenging the fallen.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess, like, following Infinity War, of course we're not going to have a big crossover, but I think because of the plot, we weren't ever going to have that, unless they brought him back early. What do you think about the movie, Chris? Overall.
It's not a movie I would want to watch like more than twice.
Because of the length?
I feel like Infinity War has more rewatchability.
Well, Infinity War has way more, but like...
do you think it's for the length or just the overall what happens in it?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, I feel
it's
like
the whole mood.
It's a lot of downer. I feel like...
Very downer.
So it's a good movie, and it's a very... Like,
very good
it's a
ending
good movie. No, it's a good movie, but more so than a movie, it is a better end to the MCU, which is why I told you guys last night, that's pretty much, this is my stopping point to caring about the MCU, because it's like, if they were to write, this is the end, and then they took a break from Marvel movies for a while, I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Well, they're making Spider-Man.
Yeah, they're making... And apparently Marvel announced today, or like yesterday, Spider-Man Far From Home is the epilogue from Avengers 17. Tune in. It's like, I get it. He's going to deal with Iron Man's passing.
Yeah, also, like, the reason why I didn't like it was 5 years is because, like, when they go to, like, do the next Spider-Man, or show the next Spider-Man movie, like, is it going to be, like...
right after.
Messed up? Because, like, did MJ get ghosted too, or is she older, or stuff like that.
Well, he wouldn't technically know who was unless he asked around.
But he's saying is like people, literally at the end, like Ant-Man's daughter is still aged. Did MJ get aged? Did everybody in his school get aged? He's on a field trip. Did all those people get aged?
Well, I was gonna say like his friend at school didn't. So yeah.
So, but that's the thing. Like, okay, so how do you consider it? Like, so literally, like if we were all get snapped right now, and we're all in the same grade. And Chris is the only one that survived. Or we all come back and we're all like juniors, and Chris is in his third year or fourth year of college. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he lived 5 years because we were just like gone. Like,
I guess it was like too long. I felt like that was like too long, just because of.
That's one thing when you introduce time shit like that. How it's gonna be
also,
so fucking
like,
weird.
Also, like Futurama explained too, like paradoxes. Like there was a few things where I was like, this is probably a paradox, but it either got resolved or I'm like, how is this not a paradox?
I mean, they tried to keep that. They tried to keep it simple. I mean, they made fun of time paradoxes.
Out of all
time movies, but
out of all of that, the 5-year time skip was the smallest complaint I would have. The biggest complaint I had was they went back in time and Loki got the Power Stone and disappeared. It's like, where did that loophole get closed?
No, that's going to get closed because they've already announced a Loki spinoff.
I know, but the whole
like that.
Not only that, but even
there's an alternate timeline.
The thing is, there's an alternate timeline, so it's like, where's the Power Stone in this?
But there was a poster for Endgame where Thor's shadow was Loki. So,
and also the fact that it's like, okay, Thanos from 2014 is dead, so
Yeah.
that timeline got screwed up.
That's actually
Yeah.
the main reason why I don't
That's
like
actually,
it.
that's why I was
why
like-
people are saying like 2014 screwed up now. Like I feel like I don't know if Far From Home's gonna answer that or something. Like I just feel like it's
It'll be unanswered.
I'm
It's
also
whatever.
concerned if they ever re-release these movies, will they like show little details like there's where they went back in time or whatever.
no,
like
they should not.
Like the beer can in the Thor movie,
I do
that
kinda-
alleyway in like Avengers.
no,
It
I
was
don't- they
it
should
was
not.
hinted in the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah.
That was like the only one I remember. It's like, oh, okay, I remember that. Ant-Man or
Professor Pym.
Pym was complaining. It's like, oh, my particles got stolen at some point. Da da da. It
Yeah,
must have been
okay.
Stark.
And he never found that line. He blamed Stark.
I do want to go back and watch.
Me and John realized that conclusion when it showed there at the same time, and that's why he's going to blame Stark.
Civil
Because he did
War.
blame. He was right. He blamed Stark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, I kind of want to go back to Civil War, the funeral with the Agent Carter, to see if
Yeah.
like that actor was like someone.
Oh, maybe like
Yeah.
Oh
Age.
yeah.
Extra.
I doubt it, but yeah, that'd be cool if like the old man actor was there.
Or at least see if like the photo, because I thought they showed a photo of like with her and her husband. It was like, okay,
They might have.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so the ending with Captain America where he goes to return the stones and he
doesn't come back when they're like, here's where he should come back.
pretty much Cap went back and decided for
screw
first
the timeline.
Well, for the first time in his life,
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
be
live-
happy.
He's gonna do something selfish, and he
Well-
lives with. Also, somebody pointed out this is a weird timeline because wherever he dropped off at, didn't they have a show called Agent Carter, which is like I'm doing my own solo thing because everybody I love is gone.
I think he probably
went after that,
Yeah, so
just to
it's
stay
like,
safe.
yeah,
Like he showed up the week later,
whatever.
hey baby. Like,
But also, like, when
This
was
is what
Shield
Shield
made, and when does Agent? What is it? What's the name of the fucking show?
Shield.
Agents of Shield. When did that take place?
hey, here's the thing about
When
Agents
did they
of
first
Shield.
go
Here's
back?
the thing about Agents of Shield.
shortly after Captain America.
Yeah, here's the so Agents of Shield mattered
that was
for
still
the
be
first
like
season.
50s.
Then the second season, they said Hail Hydra, and nobody, not even Marvel, gives a shit about that show anymore. So don't worry about it.
Just
watching
stop watching after Hell Hydra.
That was honestly
that
funny
literally-
though in the movie though.
I mean, no, that was cool. But you know what? That was a callback to, right?
That comic, right?
Yeah, that comic.
Yeah,
Like, they did
that's
that for-
why. Yeah.
They did that for shock value of Captain America saying Hail Hydra. Also,
Also, these people are like,
have you
the-
seen that comic panel with him saying Hail Hydra? First off, it's like a shock value, like, oh, all this time Captain America's been a sleeper agent for like 70 years of comics. But also, like, that dude in that image, Captain America's got some fucking. He's like, he did not skip chest day.
he did
His
not.
like chest is like fucking muscling
Out
out to
here,
here, like, and it's like it's terrible drawing. Like it does not matter.
I know.
But yeah, like that was a callback.
I know that's
too.
what it's called, but it's also
But also
funny
it's a
that
callback
these
to-
people in the elevator were like, "Why is he the fucking?"
But that was
Hydra?"
also
So-
that was also an earlier callback to that scene in Winter Soldier where he's in like the
Exact same
elevator.
scene.
Yeah,
Exact same.
but it
Yeah,
literally
no,
happened, like,
yeah.
literally happened like 2 movies before it. Like
They did that with a lot of scenes.
yeah, I mean, well, yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
like, but that was like Winter Soldier before Winter Soldier until he happened in the timeline. So,
So,
but
yeah.
I did like this few scenes where we did see like okay, what happened after the battle of like Avengers.
Yeah.
And the first one's like, and Tony goes like,
but
all right, I've had
the
enough of the
Hulk.
posing. Like, literally, yeah, it's like the posing, and like the Hulk has to walk down the stairs. Like, they kind of showed you. It's almost like like a documentary you see of like people acting, and then like after the fact, they're like, okay, yeah, let's go back. I'm gonna get my coffee. Hey, Nat, you want something? Like,
Yeah.
they're so casual, and then like yeah, they didn't know they were like.
Logan's like, "I'll take that drink now," and then they go and get a drink after. They're like,
Yeah.
"You don't get one."
And then
So-
someone's like, how do we not see that coming? Or Scott said, they look like bad guys. Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time. Like, that the government men look like bad guys. Scott worked really well. But also, then again, Paul Rudd, I really do like him as an actor. He worked really well in Mixed Company.
Yeah, he did.
And it just sucks that it's like, I'm glad his movies had something to do, because as bad as, not bad, but mediocre as Ant-Man 2 was.
It was kind of more of a, we need to set him up for.
But he can't do
Avengers.
anything huge. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much they had, like, let's make a second Ant-Man, and the only thing we have to say is he has to end
It's
in the
basically
quantum realm.
it's basically
like,
the Iron Man 2 issue. It's like,
Yeah.
we can't do anything, but we gotta set it up for Avengers.
yeah, like, yeah.
It was fine.
But, yeah, it's
I
so...
just like Paul Rudd a lot.
yeah, I do, too.
Yeah.
It's like, but that movie feels very so inconsequential.
That's where I got confused on, is because I for some reason I associate Bradley Cooper with Paul Rudd, and I was
don't
like,
see
"Why
how.
is Paul Rudd acting here but doing Rocket's voice?" So
It's not...
I would never.
I know.
I would not pick Bradley Cooper as Rocket's voice. It
Well,
just doesn't, it does not sound like it
when
to
they
me.
first got him, like that was after like all the Hangover hype. Bradley Cooper, I guess, was a big name or bigger name, and they just got him. I mean, it's the same with Vin Diesel and stuff like that. They just wanted a big name attached to it. They were really worried. No. Like at the time, Chris Pratt was literally just Parks and Rec. He was just Parks and Rec. So it's like they literally just got big names like Zoe Saldana, just because they didn't want Guardians to fail. Because at that time, you remember, it was 2014. Yes, Avengers was huge, but not every Marvel movie is a guaranteed hit. Now we know, no matter what you fucking say,
you have a good soundtrack. You have some good people.
But that's why they did the soundtrack, though, because they were really like Guardians. They were really. You could tell, like, I mean, all the writing on the wall is like they were really worried that the whole space aspect of Marvel was not going to work out. And I do feel like if that didn't work out, we'd see a different MCU.
It was funny though when they showed War Machine and Nebula watching Quinn go through the temple with the soundtrack
and he's singing to himself.
You don't have that soundtrack playing at the time. It's like, the fuck is he doing?
Yeah,
so,
I love.
Well, actually, War Machine, it was like, okay, he gets it.
He's an idiot. Oh, so he is an idiot. Like, yeah.
I mean, that was funny too in its own right, but also just if you don't have music going with it, it's like. I mean, sure, everyday real life, you see someone walking down the street dancing to music, and they're like, what are they fucking doing?
And that's why, like, when we first watched the first Avengers, and me and Reed, and I think you and Chad were talking about who's who in the Avengers, Reed said, I'm Bruce Banner or the Hulk. I kind of feel like, I do see that. And Reed said he is Iron Man.
Was it the money aspect, or what?
No, just... Chad volunteered to be Black Widow.
I know. Chris, do you think Chad would be a good Black Widow?
Just from the original Avengers?
The original Avengers, yes.
But the thing is, like, once he said that, like, Chad did do a Black Widow. You weren't there. You missed this.
He did some pose.
But Chad did, like, a fucking Black Widow move on Sarah. Like, he really did, like, he jumped up on her and wrapped his legs around her and took her down on the ground. It's like, and it was like, we were like, damn, that actually was, like, really close to what she does in the movie. Because, you know, like, in the first Avengers, she jumped on people's faces
She does, like, those judo moves where you just spin it and get them down.
She shoves her vagina in your face. And, once again, if I'm a Chitauri, I'm not complaining, sister.
Chitauri don't care.
Chitauri.
Granted, the Chitauri have tongues, those one creatures, but I'm just saying Chitauri don't care.
But I mean, like, I kind of see myself as kind of like a Peter Quill type.
I just want to be Hawkeye and get those sweet arrow skills.
You just want the Mohawk.
Not First Avengers. First Avengers.
Hawkeye. Or Thor.
First Avengers Hawkeye. I want the
sweet Thor
sweet air. Sweet.
So no. You heard me call that, right?
What?
You heard me call that in the theater when they showed the hammer, or it started coming, and I said Cap's worthy now.
You said that as I saw him holding it. So.
No. Well, yeah, he saw somebody pick it up and said Cap's worthy.
Do you know anything about comics?
Yeah, they're usually about 20 to probably 30 pages in length.
No, I'm saying like who could like actually pick up who
several people have wielded.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it was it in the actual movie or was it an end scene credit where Cap slightly moves?
No, that was in Age of Ultron. He budges it.
Yeah.
Where Scarlett Johansson's like, I'm good, but she could actually pick that shit up.
She didn't want to try it because
in the comics she can.
I did like that though. That like when they're fighting, like pretty much he could hold Stormbreaker too, and Thor goes like, no, you take this one. This one's mine. Yeah. Like he's just like Thor's
I don't
just
want
like
the puny hammer anymore.
He's just like, this is mine.
Okay, so
also he stole it from himself in the past.
Okay, yeah.
Unless that's one of the things Cap. Cap took it with him in the end. So yeah, never mind.
I need to go back and if he's like doing this, he's like, where is it? Maybe that's why like it's taken so long. I don't know if they planned that far ahead, but
can I rewatch the Thor movie, see if Thor
here's the thing, I'm not watching Thor Dark World again.
Yeah, fuck that movie, but
just fast forward through
I like Dark World. It's because Natalie Portman.
That's his main reason,
but fuck that movie. That probably is my least favorite Marvel movie.
In a sense,
you want to see a really douchey picture that I did once on Instagram?
A douchey?
Sure. Hey.
All the Chris's.
Hold up. What? I think I remember this one. Hold on.
All the Chris's is had a really good picture.
Okay, so not as toned, but you're getting there.
You look like a thought.
You look like a thought.
This one?
Okay.
That's all the Chris's movie.
So, based off what we know of how they returned the stones, literally as soon as Hulk left the Grand Sorcerer Supreme, literally Cap showed up. Here's your stone back.
Yes.
So it didn't alter the
here's the thing. It's a little just like they planned it. Like, it's going to seem like a long time for us, but we're going to return 5 seconds later. Literally, it's like, boom, Hulk goes, and boom, here's your stone. Like that, as far intents and purposes go, every stone was returned perfectly. They literally just borrowed it.
Yep. Which, I'm wondering, where... They don't really specify, like, where you're going to land, right, when you time travel. So does Cap literally?
No, they set their destination.
So
no,
Cap-
remember when Cap and Iron Man were talking?
They can
were,
control it.
So
they
pretty
said
much-
1970, and they gave a destination.
I know. I'm just saying. So does Cap literally go into the base like as soon as they like leave that area and just put it back in that holding cell, or does he like close it back up, or what's happening?
They didn't have to show that part, Tyler, because he literally just returned the shit.
I know, but they're literally just saying they
The
returned.
movie's
it, like,
already 3 hours long. What did you want to see? The good return?
I just want for
Thank you,
paradox
bald
sake or
bitch.
whatever.
Here's your green stone. Yours the
Either
orange.
Paradox-
It would have been a good
Like a mid-credit scene, like him, like
And how the fuck do you return the Soul
No.
Stone?
That's a good point.
yeah.
I mean, it's Red Skull. They've been like,
It's Red Skull, but still, like, does he
Oh,
just hold on
that's
to it?
that's
He
interaction. I
goes
want
up
see
to the
Cap.
top of the mountain and just throws it
That's
down.
also what I was saying. Like, was it? I mean,
So
is
can
it or is
I
it
take my
not?
red-haired bitch and green-skinned bitch back, or
question.
what?
he has a good point. So
Is it or is it not Red Skull?
No, it is Red Skull. I'm saying if
It
you return
is.
the Soul Stone, can you get your soul back?
But
No.
also, if
Soul for a
not,
soul.
But
If-
you're giving the Soul Stone back.
Soul for a
Mm.
soul.
Oh,
It's,
God.
no.
technically
no.
that was technically just a keeping place, but you had to offer a soul to
I'm
get
saying,
it.
No.
Yes, no.
That's literally like they even said it right at the fact. They knew you pay the price for this. There's no coming back. From
Again,
that.
so what do you do with that stone? Where do you
I
put
don't know.
it?
He
Who
probably
cares? He throws it over the mountain. Goes, that's back.
yeah. It's back. It's on Vormir. Like all
Where it's
That's
protected.
okay, it's all in Vormir, so
I've heard- he
literally people got to find it
I would
again.
actually
But,
like to see him that
Yeah,
interaction.
But
with
if people-
Red Skull and Cap.
but say someone besides that interaction with them, if someone finds it again, do they have to pay a price? Or
Yes.
then what's the point of offering the first soul?
You got the stone, and you got to use it.
But if you put the soul stone back, it's still already like there,
all right,
made or
Tyler,
whatever.
hold on.
Couldn't you just climb down and get it?
This
Hi,
is all the
Tyler.
same person
Tyler,
that
welcome to
directed
Justin's Water Bottles. Do you want to buy this for $1? You buy it for $1. You return it, I give you your $1 back. Does that mean John can walk up here and not give it away for free? No, he still has to pay $1.
But you said he gave $1 back. He doesn't get the soul back.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm saying like
you already said
doesn't-
before, and you don't get the soul back.
you don't get the soul back. It's permanent. They even said that in the movie.
So what do you do
Get
with
it
the soul
back.
stone? Do you just put it there and like the next
He
price?
returned it where it goes.
It's a
Then
custom-
you
it's a
didn't
new
get your
person.
price back.
Each person has to give
Yeah.
a soul.
But if that's the case, why doesn't he just put it somewhere else where someone eventually finds it?
Jesse, it's a losing battle. He doesn't understand money. He can't understand the.
I don't
giving the
understand,
soul.
Tyler.
I don't understand the fact that
If he returned it to where it came, Tyler, here's the thing. They could do that. I could totally see them doing a little skit where Captain America goes back, here's the stone, and he's told, it doesn't matter, the price was paid, you can return the stone. I feel like, honestly...
my question is, why were they like, here's where the
stone
stone's at, but then we got to pay a price to get it?
That's the one stone I feel like would probably just disappear and return to where it came.
Where did it come from? Where did
We
it go?
don't fucking know.
Where did
It's
it come from,
mystical.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Tyler, I don't think you
They
understand.
might
like-
explain it in another movie.
yeah,
They will not.
I'm sure they will if it gets brought up enough.
I mean, the first time we saw the Soul Stone was in the last movie.
yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, before Red Skull, who was the Guardian?
Also,
Who knows?
whoever tried to get a stone last, it doesn't matter. Actually, you know what? Outside of the Soul Stone in time, that literally, it could have been Red Skull forever. Because he could exist forever on that existence, Tyler. Like,
I don't know.
you've never seen fucking Lost, Tyler. Time is not linear.
It's a flat circle, I know.
Okay, then why are you bitching? Like, but people
still
are
like the
people are
timeline of this
people are
movie.
bitching online that like
Yeah, he's complaining about this, but I'm still
I'm still
hung up
stuck.
on the fact of the 2014 Thanos is dead and Loki's running around with the
Yeah.
Power Stone.
Yeah.
Or
Power.
the Time Stone or
and
whatever.
pretty much
Space.
pretty much every
Space
aspect but those two. Like
Whatever,
pretty much they
Space
decided
Stone.
like,
He's still running around. It's like, oh wait, Loki's running around causing mischief. Let's not fix that.
well, here's how you can do that, and here's how you can
Oh,
explain
this
it.
TV show.
Actually, you know what? Here's how you can explain it. And I could see them easily doing this. Oh, Tony didn't snap to kill them. He returned them to their timeline, and they never knew that existed.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They could easily say that, and I was like, you know,
If they wanted that, they shouldn't have used the same dust effect.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Although,
Well, no. If they returned the
I think Gamora would have gone back, and there's Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Space Stone to its normal spot, then it would have just literally, instead of them going to try and get it the first time, it would have eventually, like, the same events of Avengers Infinity War, just Avengers would have happened to where still the government got it.
yeah, they did.
So
They
Loki
did.
would not have got it if they
No,
just returned it to the 70s.
no. Loki got it away, and Loki got it, and the Tesseract's gone.
At that
So
point,
that
at
that messed
point
with
in the
that
time-
messed with that timeline.
At that point in the
Loki got
timeline,
away.
Loki and Thor were supposed to go back to Asgard with the Space
Yeah, so
Stone.
technically, Thor: Dark World did not happen.
Ooh. But we still know
And then
they-
Thanos
Actually, you know
was supposed to
what?
get it at the beginning of Infinity
Here's-
War because, oh, look, here's the Space Stone. I got it now.
Here's how they're going to answer that. The Loki series is going to end up back at Asgard at the end of it. Pretty
He
much,
still
they
does,
already
yeah.
said. No, they already said like Loki series is gonna be him like hopping around dimensions and stuff like that. So it's like
Because he wants to rule Asgard.
yeah, and so he's probably gonna end up back at Asgard. Boom. There you go. Season finale is gonna be Chris Hemsworth guest starring, and he's gonna beat his
I'm
ass.
really surprised that they kept Loki dead. Like he didn't.
I mean, that Loki's dead.
I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised they didn't do like a Gamora, just
Yeah.
brought him forward.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
So-
sure they'll bring him forward for the. I mean, we already know
Which I
Thor 4 has been proposed, and he's at least gonna be in Guardians 3. So I mean,
you called it as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Asgard, yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, that's what I figured. It's like they're kind of just doing Guardians and Thor. It's like, okay, we're gonna put these two movies together.
Yeah, all the cosmic shit, just keep them on their own. Like, we're going to keep everything else grounded. Like, I mean, I don't know. So, going in, did you think Robert Downey Jr. was going to die?
Yep.
90% sure.
I was too. And
It's not a good weekend for the Starks.
Nope.
It was like between him
I
and
saw
Chris
that
Evans.
today,
It was
like,
like,
there was a-
okay, how are those two getting it right
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised Scarlett
That's a-
Johansson was like,
that's a good
we're gonna
week for
write you
stars.
off.
Yeah, and the
I
fact
didn't
that
see her.
she's-
I didn't see her come. I saw Captain America, and
Two of them made
Yeah.
sense. Scarlett Johansson did not make sense.
she's
to me.
probably
Yeah.
in the next most movies too, though.
Because the thing, well, she's got her
It's
spin-off
she's
movie.
supposed to
And
spin off. So
she's got a spin-off, so it's like, it's going to be a prequel. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like prequel, but okay.
Her getting.
I mean,
She can't learn too much about herself because she doesn't know it in the end. She didn't even know her dad's name.
yeah, she
like,
found out her dad's name just from going there. So
okay, so you know her
Ivan.
parents' name. What does that mean?
Fucking
Like,
Ivan.
I love how Hawkeye, like, what's her name?
Edith.
It's son of no, what's,
it was Ivan.
her dad's name Ivan, but she's like Clarissa, daughter of Ivan. All right, so you know our parents' name. Who cares? Like Clint, daughter of Edith. Like I was like, yeah, I love a Hawkeye. I was like, that doesn't make you anything, like because you know our parents' name.
I just found it weird. Like it was her daughter of this guy, him son of this
I
woman.
also have another problem with that scene. Shouldn't have. What's Gamora's sister's name? Nebula.
Nebula.
Wouldn't she told him like, hey, when y'all gonna die?
No, here's the thing. No. So nobody.
Oh, nobody knew about
Nobody knew.
something.
Not even Gamora knew. She knew where it was, and then Thanos learned that in
Oh, that's
Infinity
right,
War, and
yeah,
that's why he's
right.
crying because he did not know. And actually, that's I was going to bring that up about 5 minutes ago. People online were complaining like, why? Okay, so literally, you define where all the stones go. For the Soul Stone, which is the biggest mystery that you know, why would you?
Should have known.
Why would
she
you
didn't
send
know.
two people?
No. Listen, why would you send Hawkeye and Black Widow there for the biggest mystery? Granted, somebody bulleted out. Who else needed? Who else could have gone anywhere else? Rocket was the only person that wasn't there present for any other stone. Rocket could have gone anywhere. Rocket wouldn't have made much of a difference. Thor needed somebody, and pretty much also thematically. Hawkeye and Black Widow had history, and literally when they fought to die, that's why that worked out. But
Plus, that was her first time
Nebula
being-
just knew. Nobody knew you had to pay the price. Thanos didn't know it. They just knew Gamora died. So as far as anybody else is concerned, nobody learned that he sacrificed her. He just knew he was in mourning. Everybody thought Thanos just killed this bitch after she told him where it's at. No, it's never. I
Wasn't
watched
that their
Infinity
first
War.
like time
He never
on a
said
mission together?
pretty
since,
much all they learn is she's gone. He's in mourning. They never learn. Mantis never says he sacrificed her. She's gone, and he mourns her. And you have to sacrifice what you love. And then people are saying like that's kind of weird that Hawkeye would have sacrificed. Would it have worked if Hawkeye would have died because he's not in love with her?
Oh, they both are in love with each other.
But no, but the phrase is never love. Love what you love most. Not love most, but like
Yeah.
what you love. Literally, they only had each other. Like Scarlett Johansson.
mean,
not
at that
character,
point, they
Black
just had
Widow.
each
Like
other.
no, she only sees herself as part of the team. She loves all of them. He had nothing else. So there's a
At the
theory
time,
going.
yeah. So-
There's a theory going on that if he would have sacrificed himself, he probably would not have got it. Like he wouldn't have got the Soul Stone. Is what I've read a theory online saying like. Because he didn't have that sense of love. He respected her and loved her, but it's like that's not what he loved most. And so people are saying that's why I like her, and like that's one of the few people like pretty much the original like team and stuff.
I was gonna say, weren't they last like seen together movie wise on like Age of Ultron or Civil War?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's because Jeremy Renner just wasn't in the last one.
I
Also,
know,
I wonder that made me think like, was he planned to not be in there, or was it actually when they were showing that first scene? No, when he first went back that first time, and he was only in his like garage for like a minute. I was like, I had this thought, and I was like, okay, so I wonder what movie was he filming? Was this because he was filming a movie, or did they decide this, and this is just a plot that's convenient because of that? And I was like, I wonder if he was free that like few months. How this movie would have turned out at the beginning? Okay, well the scene's over with. I should stop thinking about that. I was like, I realized because like I figured where the scene was going. It's like, oh, he's gonna not get to talk to him, but he's gonna get a tease. So I mean, yeah, I mean Scarlett Johansson going, Black Widow going. I mean, yeah, I mean she's the only other person that's been there since the beginning of the Avengers Initiative. She's literally there to like talk through the paperwork and stuff. I mean, I'm just glad they didn't kill off Thor because they'd have killed off like all three of the original like main ones that had movies.
Yeah.
Because I figured they were going to kill off Thor because we knew he had one more contracted
Hulk
appearance.
technically got killed off. As the actor.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, he showed up that one scene where he's got out of his body, but yeah.
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo.
I figured, like, because for some reason Mark Ruffalo's got some weird schedule. I don't know why, but I think it's like he's got some weird schedule going on or some of that. I don't know if he likes acting that much, but I think that's why they did that. So he was like, we're going to film, we're going to CGI the Hulk, but hey, can you just show up for like a week or two and do some voiceover for us?
I was
I
gonna
thought that
say,
was weird.
I'm
I thought they
pretty
did
sure
it-
it felt like he was just wearing a suit and he was just doing like.
I mean, I'm sure they did that for this, but I
scenes.
think that's why they did it to future-proof Mark Ruffalo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Robert Downey Jr. has to show up and physically be Iron Man, or at least he has to be Tony Stark. Like, you can CGI Iron Man.
I was gonna say it's like
Actually, that's where
his is most probably
Actually, that
CGI,
entire
isn't it?
battle sequence, like, there's only a few instances where any of those actors were ever actually there other than VO work. Like, literally, you're CGIing everybody. So it's like, I don't know. Man, I don't know.
Okay, so
do you get it now, Tyler? Like, you're not getting her back. Scarlett Johansson is gone. I miss her more than anybody here at this stage.
that's not what I'm
I'm
worried
going to get
about.
her pregnant.
My question is, in terms of either the destruction to your body or the destruction to like your arm or whatever, how come the first snap to Thanos appeared to do nothing to his body?
It did do something to his body.
Appeared to do.
It did. No, it did, Tyler.
The first snap.
It nearly
first off,
destroyed the gauntlet
it
itself.
destroyed the gun. His arm was like bruised the fuck up.
The
When
first
he
snap.
said, when he said, you just jumped through a portal, I turned towards Tyler. I was like, I watched this movie today. He fucking fell through that portal. Literally, like, he fell back in defeat.
But I didn't see damage to his body on the
He
first
did.
snap.
When was the last time you watched Infinity War? Because his fucking arm was literally what he had there. It was bruised. He was beat up.
He's
He
also
barely survived.
physically.
Yeah,
I know he's from Titan. He is a Titan.
But yeah, he
Yeah.
fucking
Anyway.
he was hurt, Tyler. Like it showed
All
you
I'm
his
saying
arm.
is,
Like
from what I can remember of seeing his body, I'm not saying the gauntlet wasn't
congratulations,
damaged.
You haven't seen
There
him
was
in
still
years.
a
his
I just saw it
body
yesterday.
did not appear to be that
There was
damaged.
a toll on
All right,
him.
Tyler says he believes his memory from a year ago versus me. Yesterday, he was hurt. He
It's
fell through
but
the portal.
was his body as damaged as say other people who used the
He is
gauntlet
stronger than
versus
the
his
Hulk
second
and Tony.
snap?
Tony had almost the same thing,
Well,
but it killed him internally.
Comic wise, he's fearful of the Hulk, but
Okay, but what I'm saying is, Tyler, the Hulk was hurt. The Hulk still lost function of his arm. Tyler, Thanos is probably one of the strongest physically from everybody else that used it.
I mean, it's essentially Dark Side from DC. So
He's Thanos from Marvel. Don't
They're
compare
the
him to
same.
another. No, they're not. Like
how are they not?
they're completely different characters.
I'm talking about in terms of like power level.
Completely different characters.
Over 9,000.
What I'm saying, yeah, you're really arguing like DBZ. But the thing is, Tyler,
DBZ.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
it, you're arguing
anything,
DBZ numbers.
Darkseid is
Anyway.
the ultimate DC evil.
yeah.
Thanos is kind of more like
He's the ultimate
Mid.
physical like DC evil.
no, he's not. There's plenty of others in the Marvel
More
universe.
physical than all the other like
Thanos is just the-
above him.
Thanos is just I guess the first big arc to like
Yeah.
lead up to.
Did y'all watch this?
I mean, I'm assuming the
Stereotype
next big one
video?
is Galactus, probably Galactus or
How have they not even like seen glimpses of him yet?
because they just got the rights to him.
Because
Dipshit.
I'm just saying he's this
'Cause he's-
big ass
Galactus is
dude.
X-Men, dude.
They
right?
jumped multiple places.
Oh yeah.
that and Fantastic Four. That's where
Oh,
he
yeah.
tends to be.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm hoping.
Silver
The
Surfer is
I'm hoping the
Harold.
next generation of like
But still, I'm just
the
saying.
next generation of Loki. You know, the person that's in like most of these movies causing a bunch of shit is Doctor Doom, and I hope they cast somebody good. I'll be Doctor Doom. I'll do it.
What's his name?
I got it. It's me. I am Iron Man.
Is Mysterio
William
working for
Dafoe.
Doctor Doom, do you think?
Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty fucking legit. That'd be legit.
Mysterio?
Oh my god! Like if he gets an email or something in from like Doom, like that'd be cool.
Well, I don't know why. I just want to.
Domo would be hype.
I want to see William Dafoe as Doom. I don't know why.
I don't want that.
I don't know why, but I want
I
it.
want him back as Green Goblin. Like that'd
He's
be cool.
dead.
No, but if this is a different canon,
This is a new Spider-Man.
He's
Need
the
a
one.
goblin.
Are you saying
We
you're
need
gonna
William
shit
Dafoe.
on Raimi's first movie?
I
Or
want to
first Spider-Man
You know
movie?
what? You're right. I don't want to play Green Goblin. I want to play Ryuk. Let him be in a good
I
movie.
forgot
as
about
Ryuk.
Harry's not in the first movie or the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Not yet, at least.
Yeah, yet. He could
Just
be
wait.
now.
He'll probably. Hi, I'm Harry. I'm the transfer student Harry. Ain't that rich fucker? Look around the world, pretty baby. Is that your best friend who will betray you?
Another thing is he's gonna be, I don't know, older. I don't know. This whole time thing is gonna mess everything up.
He's a foreign transfer student who goes back to Europe or wherever they fucking go in this new movie.
So I guess we can talk about a big moment. I kind of had a few tears in my eyes.
The Lassie?
You can rest now, Tony.
Oh,
That really made me, that really made me tear up because it's like
I'll get you all the cheeseburgers you want.
that's not the part. That's literally like 15 minutes later. But literally, the fact that she like literally because like Iron Man ever since that day, like ever since the first Avengers, he's always been concerned with this great evil. And he tried to ignore that for that 5 years, and it showed him like we have a thing. He has not been able to rest, and like the fact that he's only able to get that rest at the end is like what's sad. I knew he was a goner. Like I figured he was going to die. I figured
he
him and
used the stones.
I knew before that time. I'm saying from the beginning of the movie. Like I already knew. I figured based because their contracts are up.
The whole point, he was up to make the sacrifice. He was ready for it.
But well, no. The words that made me think he was going to die is "Let's change everything, but this one thing." And I was like, "Who's gonna change? Who's gonna be the one to snap?" When he said that, we have to change this, but this one thing. So I knew he's gonna be the one to snap. I was like, "It's going to be Iron Man," because literally, like, nobody's gonna think of that in the moment. He wanted Morgan to live.
Okay, let me ask you.
He wanted nothing. He wanted everything to change, but that. But also, like I love that scene before he snaps on Captain America. Get it? Snap. And like his first reaction to getting back is, "I lost the kid," and he didn't know everybody else died in the universe. He said, "I lost the kid," and that's like it showed him how he hit it. And I knew I was like, I figured how they're going to go about that, and the fact that he like wallowed in that self pity for 5 years.
Well,
because of Peter Parker?
Do you think?
Yes.
I mean, I know you're ranting about this, but do you think when he had the stones, which, by the way, when he got the stones from the gauntlet they originally had, all I could think of was that scene from animated Robin Hood? The animated Robin Hood where he like
kisses the rings off?
Yes, that's all I could think of when I was like, where'd the fucking rings go? He fucking did that scene, but... Also, do you think his suit took most of the power from the rings to where he could actually hold them for more than like a second?
No.
I mean, it probably helped him actually channel it and use it.
Yeah.
But the thing
so
is,
he didn't instantly die.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, do you think that took most of the blowback from even
not enough of the blow?
You know, like, I'm not.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying for him to actually even hold them for what he did and then snap.
I still like. I love it. Like I love how he did it.
I'm fucking Iron Man.
Yeah, because that's where the MCU started.
I'm inevitable.
Every
I'm Iron Man.
Because that's like that's how Iron Man 1 ends. Because every superhero, let's keep it a thing. Let's keep it a secret. And Tony Stark says, "You know what?
I'm Iron Man.
I'm Iron Man."
At a press conference.
And like that's what I love that. I was like, yes. I was like, because I was like, that's.
So you're saying the Russo brothers wrote it well?
It was a little book. Okay, yeah, I'm sure that might have been them. But I'm saying it's a good little bookend for his character. And it very is like sad, and the scene where it's like, you know, that scene where like Peter Parker views this guy as a father figure, and he loves him, but like literally like they've only known each other for a few months now, and he's like Mr. Parker, like not Mr. Parker, Mr. Stark, and he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know how to process like saying goodbye to somebody again, because in this universe he's already lost Ben.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, and Ben. But I'm saying like, he's not my uncle. So like he's just like Randy, Mr. Stark. You could tell. Tom Holland really does sell some like when he does like Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. He sold that like panicked, not knowing what to say, trying to rush out feelings and like. And I just like the movement. I doubt it was actually Gwyneth Paltrow. I mean, it could have been. I'm not doubting her, but it's her like the comfort of this, and then she goes to. Like, she not pushes him away, but it's like, he gets it. Like, it's the way, like, he gets it. And no, he did all this for you. Tony would not have tried to snap or go back for it had he not lost Peter. And it's that movement there, I was like, I know that's CGI, I doubt that was her, but it's the moment of, like, a comforting hand on the shoulder, and then, it's alright, kid. Like, he knows you love him. Like, and then she says goodbye. And then the fact that, he gets to say goodbye to Morgan, and I love you 3000.
Yeah.
Like, I love that. Like, I don't know. That really got me because,
Your father liked cheeseburgers, too.
Well, not that, Tyler. That's just how, that really is how kids speak. Like,
I know, but it's just him trying to comfort her, but also...
Because Zane says like, oh, I love that 1,000,000. Like, he'll just say a number, and I was like, That really hit me. Like, I was like, because that's how kids speak. I know you don't interact with children, Tyler.
I hate to.
You legally cannot.
I hate to.
That really is, and I was like, that really got me. And I was like, and then with Happy, with Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau like really does like work well with children.
I don't know why.
We should investigate
I'm
that.
just gonna
fucker.
say that name as Favre. I don't know why.
That's not even how you would pronounce that.
I
know,
have a
just-
random question. During the funeral, or with
The
that random kid,
Yes.
it's the kid from Iron Man 3, I believe.
Fuck
'Cause-
that kid.
No. Here's that's not what I'm saying. I was thinking. I was like,
He looks like the guy from when Ant-Man's walking down the street
no.
almost.
My
but
thing is like, it's like
I was
here's
saying- I was
here's
saying-
here's all the groups, and I was like, I turned to John. Is that the fucking kid from Iron Man 3? Because it's been like 6 years since they did that movie, so I wonder if that. Actually, I didn't look it up. I was like, is that the same actor? It doesn't matter to me if it is, but is that supposed to be the kid? Also, it just shows you like they hinted that back in like Iron Man 3, like, oh, here's this kid that's gonna batter to me. Fast forward 3 years later, oh, we got the rights to Spider-Man, so fuck that kid. This is your new ward. Like,
he
it's
was
like,
pretty far back.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, then that kid is like just wasted potential because they got to deal with Fox. So
He
I was
probably
like,
got paid at least $10,000 for it, though.
I guess. I mean, like, he just stood in a suit. Also, I just love how they lined up in like clusters. I guess like it's kind
For
of
like movie franchises.
Yeah, you could tell that's what they were doing. Like, I don't know, that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I did like how Iron Man went out, and then not even Cap's not my favorite character, but I do like the selfish act Cap made.
Yeah.
Like it makes
He
sense
deserved
for him. He deserved it. Like he was robbed of his time, and like, and I just wonder. When he was going through that scene, I was like, you know, Cap knows like the iPhone and shit exists. Like, do you think?
Why didn't he invest in like Apple?
I thought about that for a second. I was like, you know, think about like him
He
doing
wouldn't
something.
do that.
But he wouldn't do that. But think about
It's
him.
not really his
How
character.
can he work to get money as well?
Yeah, because
He's strong
he's
as
seen
fuck.
a world. He's
he
seen
has
a world
a
of
sugar mama that's the head of Shield.
But also, he's seen a
mean,
world of
that's
simpler
one
times. Imagine him going to the fucking DMV and them using the very first computer, just. And he's like, I used to have a fucking communicator to do this in 2 seconds. Like, yeah, he's a man of knowledge now, which is, once again, he's not a bright guy. He's not a super smart guy.
Yeah,
So.
but he spent a few movies like I like the old things and the old
I know, but I
times.
was like, you know, even then, like, that'd be. I know he's not going to come back, but that'd be kind of cool to see a Cap in that time.
I assume at some point they'll come back.
I just think it's kind of I'm sure it came.
It's
but
more
I'm
like
not-
we're taking a break for a while. We'll come back eventually. When you write
I
us
think
in.
Chris Evans said he'd like to direct something for Marvel.
Oh
I know.
shit! He grew up as a baby boomer. Fuck.
My one thing that I thought was weird is like, you know, I get it. They were passing Falcon on to be Captain America.
Yeah.
And I know that was been the debate who's going to get it, Winter Soldier or him. And I told John, Falcon is more lame than Winter Soldier, so he needed something an upgrade. But here's the
More of
thing,
an
like,
upgrade.
okay, so Sam knew Cap for a few years. Winter Soldier, they were best friends growing up. Were in the shit together, and then like frozen away from each other for 70 years. And he just casually goes, "Yeah, my friend disappeared, but there he is. You go talk to him." I kind of thought that was. I kind of wanted more of a reunite. Because I felt like okay,
Bucky had probably understood more. It's
But
like
here's-
he knows what he
but I'm
lost.
saying like if you're tying a bow, as far as we're concerned, this is the end of Captain America. You're passing on the mantle. Wouldn't that have been a good scene to see Bucky like talk to his friend and be like, at least you lived your life what you wanted, and now I can.
So live your life.
I felt like
Hey,
when he
hey,
saw
hey.
Cap there, he understood why immediately.
But
He didn't need to
I felt like that
understand
could have been. But I feel like Bucky deserved. But then again, Bucky's gonna be in more movies, I'm sure. But I felt like the friendship of Bucky and Cap weren't gone.
That's the
But
thing,
then
he's
again,
his
here's
best friend, so
then
he probably
again,
instantly knew.
that
and
old
understood.
man. Here's the thing. I just thought about this. That old man is not Chris Evans. That old man probably wants fucking money. That old man is gonna be Cap. He's gonna be in the next fucking movie with Sam and Winter. There we go. Never mind. They're gonna have that. Fuck it.
Sam
Cap's
and
not
Winter.
fucking gone. Ugh.
Sam and Winter.
Winter Soldier.
But he's got that American ass.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. He's like, that is
The
America. That
fact-
is America's
The
ass.
fact that Scott Lang Ant-Man said it, and then he's like, that is
As far as I'm
American
concerned,
ass.
that is America's ass. He's a fanboy for him. I love it. Like,
Yeah.
Speaking of fanboys, I was hoping Phil Coulson's gonna be on the show movie,
Eh.
but I don't
That
remember
was a
how
little disappointing.
if he lives or not in the show. I think he dies at the end.
He
near the end.
dies, but I think he's still alive.
Yeah,
But he's been.
I can't
don't
remember.
know, whatever.
I mean, it's the same reason why Captain Marvel didn't show up till the very end because she was filming her movie. And that's very
yeah.
obvious that she doesn't show up till like 3/4 of the way through the final battle just to destroy the
she's
warship.
also OP, so she kind of
Yeah. I figured it's like, you know, she's filming her movie. Like, it's the same reason. I mean, obviously, like, because of reasons Spider-Man was going to show up. But either way, like Spider-Man was also filming his movie at the same time as this, so it's like
Yeah.
Even so, it seemed like Spider-Man got a decent amount of time.
Well, I mean, he did, but also it's mostly CGI.
Possibly,
But no, he literally showed up for the jumping through the portal, and then everything else was CGI until Mr. Stark. I don't feel so good. I mean, you don't feel so good. Like, what? It's okay to rest. Then he kind of like stares on blankly. I was like, damn. And that was, I mean, that just kind of shows like the charm of Tony. He pretty much figured this might go to shit, but you know, things will always work out well for me. So
Always.
I think for the
also, I feel like you shouldn't have had his daughter see a hologram of her fucking. I get it for the I love you 3000, but that'd have been fucking scary as shit. There's Daddy.
she looked scared.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that would scare the shit out of a
She
child.
did see the hologram when he figured out time travel.
But I'm saying, Tyler, either way, I don't care. Like she's at most.
She can also keep that forever.
She's at
Like
least
I can look
5.
back on this.
No, she's at most 5. She's at most 4 years and 3 months.
Well,
like
okay,
unless
right.
he conceived her that night, like when he got back. Like
I have a question. When Tony was talking to his dad, he was like, "Wait, how far along are you?"
Oh, I don't know.
That part kind of threw me off because there are some versions where he's adopted.
oh yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. That
At
was
least
like,
that was also the first time I ever saw Jarvis physically.
Yeah.
Because there's like a few Iron Man issues I have from back when I was in college. That, there's like a time where like pretty much Tony's back for a break or whatever, and he's literally back for like a day or two as a kid, and his dad pretty much says, "Why don't you go back?" And I figured that'd be a good like a flashback scene they ever did in the movie. It's like Jarvis like oftentimes fathers don't know what to say to children just as much as children don't want to say it's important to their parents. But it's because you don't know those words yet, and the older you get, you forget to say important words. And I just like that speech from Jarvis. It's like pretty much there's just this odd time that often parents and kids don't reach together where you don't know what to say to each other. And he's like, just don't hate him. And then like, you know, he learns it and like he kind of gets to see his dad and he gets a little bit, and that's another like boom, honk honk, he's gonna die. He got closure with his dad. Like, I don't care, John. He killed my mom. Like I love that Reed called that out. Like literally, it's like he was like, yeah, I guess you'd be Iron Man in that instance. Like if John knew this secret like about my mom's death, just like I don't care, he killed my mom. Like, and people really did shit on Tony for that. Like, oh, how could you be blinded by rage? And like I will always argue, you do not know the loss of somebody and what you'll go to get them back, or who cares? It doesn't make sense because guess what? Emotions aren't rational. So. Civil War is good for that aspect. Civil War is probably a better Avengers movie than this, of course. But I mean, Wakanda forever.
You cannot stop saying that.
Ibambe.
All right, so we've talked probably like an
Ibambe.
hour on this.
Tyler, don't try and silence me.
What?
Ibambe.
What about some Game of Thrones?
Well,
No,
okay.
we're not done yet.
We didn't talk about Chris
Evans
Which
channeling
Chris?
lightning.
sorry.
Yeah,
So many.
So I guess if you can lift the hammer, you can channel lightning. I thought that was because lightning coursed through his veins, but I mean, whatever. Cap got a power up, so he had something to do.
Well, the original thing was you have to be worthy to hold the hammer. But does the hammer do the stuff and you just will it to, or do you will the stuff to happen through the hammer?
That's the weird thing about the Thor movies is oftentimes, especially Thor Ragnarok. Okay, I love Infinity War, but Infinity War shits on the ending of Thor 3 so fucking bad. Like, so bad. Like, literally it goes like, you are a leader in your own right, you don't need the hammer, and your people are there to follow you. Infinity War, boom, they dead, hammer gone, go make a new weapon because you need a weapon, dog. Oh shit, we just told you a movie ago the weapon isn't what makes you. You are the weapon. Yeah, Infinity War does shit on Thor 3.
Granted, it's Thanos.
Granted, it's called, they're making like 16 movies at a time.
Thanos and the Black Hand versus No Weapon Thor.
That is what the reason the movie gives you. The reason
Plus, he's
why
in
it happened
space.
is
Where's the
called,
lightning going to come from?
the reason it's called that is because, you know, corporate, not, it's like the opposite of synergy. Like,
Was
what's the opposite of synergy?
Was Thor weaker in this movie as well?
I mean, he was fucking drunk and like out of shape, so probably.
I mean, he definitely didn't get the grand entrance he got in Infinity War. It's like
I felt
all right,
like
we're losing the
Infinity
battle.
War Thor could be like could kill Thanos easily.
Yeah.
But like in this
I mean,
movie, he was
killed
like
it in this movie pretty easily.
Yeah,
He's fucking decapitated.
Yeah, no, it's a fair point, but I'm saying like
but he was already weakened from other
like
things.
the drunk
but still.
like I feel like he should be able to kill Thanos by himself. But I guess him being like 50 pounds.
Is there like again a power level thing?
Yeah. I feel like
I mean, they didn't want to make Thanos weak. I mean,
he was stronger in this movie than he was.
than he seemingly was with the gems.
Grant-
Yeah, he was stronger than the gems to me.
Well, time passed.
No, time didn't pass because this is 2014 Thanos.
That was 2014 with Guardians, and it was like 3 or 4 years later.
But what I'm saying is, no.
He took a lot of
I mean, that
losses
sword
with
didn't.
his Chitauri, and that felt on him emotionally.
No, but he had not had those losses yet. Well, the Chitauri, yes. But literally, he didn't even have any of the stones.
The phones.
The phones.
The Infinity phones. They're all Nokias.
I got one for the plug. He's
Whoa, let's list these off.
He's got so many burner phones. Like he's got a drug dealer in every planet. Like
Hey,
I don't know where I'm going. I'm getting high on my mind.
Hey,
like,
ketamine world. Hey, cannabis world.
Like, he did need the Power Stone to punch Marvel, but...
Yeah, he took it out of the
Yeah,
gauntlet,
he took
used
it
it, bam.
I mean,
just to get him
I was
off.
wondering if he was going to do that. I was like, why would you like? If one stone's enough to pretty much like level a planet, like if they're doing this, they would grab one of them shits and put it in your other hand and just boom.
Granted, he only could do that to what's her name?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, because I think her powers all focus on one event at a time. She can't do like two things with the same amount of power. So the Power Stone outweighs that.
She's also...
What?
That's my guess.
For the stone.
But you have no evidence to support that.
I feel like I do, but I don't know.
She can shoot beams of shit. She can shoot 2 beams of shit. Way to take that sentence literally. You know?
Watch out! Here goes my beam of shit.
Of all things, that breaks him.
Yeah, that,
Just imagine like she's fighting the gauntlet. Here goes the Power Stone with the beam. Here's my beam of shit edge. Ooh. Okay.
How much have you had?
One,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody.
Technically 4.
Uh-huh.
Counting that or not counting that?
Counting it.
John, what do you think about Scarlet Witch getting dissed? I have no idea who you are. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
You took
It is.
everything from me.
I don't know who you are.
Is part of me expected a cameo from Quicksilver, but I figured there was no stone there.
He was already dead.
Nah.
They only brought back people from 5 years ago.
Because he does come back, but they didn't do it in the movie.
I'm kind of weirded out. Like I'm not weirded out, but like we know he's coming back, like Vision, but we didn't see Vision in here at all. Did they return the mind gem to Vision? Where did they get the mind gem? Oh, never mind. It was in the chat.
Well, that was
Yeah, it was in Loki's staff.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. Either way, like, so Vision's coming back just because they're having that spin-off, unless it's gonna be like when they.
He's gonna be all gray when he comes back. Like
Unless this
color-
is just like...
Well, they were trying to remove the gem at the time he died. So it could have kind of like did a half and
Well,
half.
no, because no. I mean, no. I just saw the movie. So literally, he turned gray because they weren't able to separate the gem from his programming. If Shuri does go through with it, he could have existed as Vision just without the powers of the gem. But because he forced it out of him, that's why he died. So
Black Panther 2, Shuri fixes him? I don't know.
possibly, yeah.
She was halfway there.
Mr.
Like I'm
Stan
saying,
Lee,
yeah.
like Mr. Stan Lee.
Mr. Tanley?
Also, she just shows up with blasters. I still feel like, yeah, she's
No,
got-
she had them at the time of...
But I know, but I'm saying like she just shows up. I was like, I get it, you want her to cameo, but it's also like she ain't no fighter. Like I was like, literally, this is like,
How do you know?
because they kept her off the fucking battlefield at Infinity War. Granted,
For
she
the
did.
most part, but still.
She had something else to do. She was
Get
fighting in
my
the Black
sister
Panther
a
movie.
shield. Like
Okay, so at the point where she was like, I gotta go, or like there's... No. What it was, like the guards went away, the guy comes in, tries to kill the dude or
they didn't
her.
go away. They no.
Yes.
They did not go. The guards were still there. They pretty much he'd waited to move until they lured Scarlet Witch out.
and the guy beat up the guards.
And then the
Yeah.
guy beat the guards, and
So they didn't
she
go
had
away.
to fight for herself, so she got the blasters.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're just random fucking blasters. I wanted her to
They're
be
not
like,
random. They're in her
she built
wristwatch
the
or whatever.
fucking shit. Why didn't she just have a fucking little Black Panther outfit? Look,
She's
Not-
the scientist, not the
Black
King can
fighter.
wear it.
huh?
Only the king can wear Black Panther.
Yeah,
All
technically.
right. Yep. These limitations matter when it's life or death for.
I mean,
So that's why
fucking
she
universe.
has blasters that are on par.
Yeah.
I think royalty should have their own.
She literally had 4 copies of that. No, she had 2. Was it 2? 2 or 3?
She has 3.
She had 3. Of the,
She had 3 suits. Boom. There you go. Her.
I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Her mom.
and Okoye. Boom. There you go.
And Wakanda forever.
Yep, that character.
I'm just saying like the entirety of Wakanda. But a Black Panther suit.
Name a character that's not T'Challa, Okoye, or Shuri.
Yabube.
Gay. Yabube.
Eric Andre Shadow.
Yep, Yabube. Like,
what was Vegeta's name in the movie?
Vegeta.
Yeah. He wore the Vegeta armor.
Killmonger.
Thank you.
M'Baku. Woo! I ain't racist.
I was gonna say,
Racist 3 boys right here. Well, John didn't say he didn't know the name.
I was gonna say,
Racist 2 boys.
Didn't Killmonger have something similar to that though?
Yeah, his name was Kimonga. No, his name was Nick Cannon. Michael B. Jordan does favor Nick Cannon a little bit. I feel like if that movie was made
in the 90s,
10, 15 years ago,
early 2000s,
that would have been Nick Cannon, no doubt. Like,
and
or then, Black Panther would have been Nick Cannon.
But when Wesley Snipes had been Black Panther?
No,
early 2000s.
I mean, 10, 15 years ago. I don't know.
He played Blade 10 years ago. 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes would have been. I think there was interviews he would have been.
Or alternatively, Nick Cannon would have been Black Panther, and he would have been Killmonger, like the older.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the older I'd seen some shit. I mean, it wouldn't have been like we grew up on different sides.
And then what's his name from Sandlot, Lion King?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones would have been the dad.
I just hated like during that one scene during Endgame, Black Panther turned towards the camera and said, "Get this man a refill on soda."
He was looking out for his guy's thirst.
Nope, he was looking out for the movie theater. So I was like, what if movies started doing that? Get this man a large popcorn.
Then all the employees come out.
For only a Kodamo.
They come out, refill people's sodas right there for the halfway point of the movie.
Get this man a Disney Plus subscription.
I thought it was kind of annoying. They kept talking about like
whatever.
It's gonna be like 3-hour movie. People were like,
and it was Mr. Barrett, an old teacher of us. His sister works with us. She said, "So was the movie?" And she said, "Yeah." She said it in the huddle. She's like, "It was a quick 3 hours." Yeah, I did not check my phone. It did go by pretty quickly.
Either.
It didn't feel long, like, but also every Marvel movie seems that to me. Like it went quick the first time, the second time, be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
It's not like they're like talking about how big of a deal it was, and I'm like, everybody has sat through at least 6 hours of Netflix.
Well, they were comparing it to like Lord of the Rings, so.
or like gamers. That's a
session at least. That's a quick session.
It's a quick session. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Me and John, smart boys we are, took a little peep before the movie started, and we were fucking good because we're adults.
Y'all still went after. I don't know.
But my friends Preston had to get up during the movie, and I'm like, Preston.
Fucking Chad will probably have a problem with Endgame. Yeah. Chad's gonna have to see Endgame at least 3 times because he's gonna miss parts of it.
We'll probably have to like give him timestamps. Go to the bathroom, Chad. Go now. Go now.
Somebody did an article.
There are articles,
and it's like literally like if you don't go in the first 40 minutes, just don't go.
Yeah, pretty much. Which I probably would.
There were some other timestamps that I've seen people give. It's like when they go to Japan, it's like you could probably go there.
Yeah,
because she just shows
up. Or when Thor and Rocket are doing their little adventure, you could probably go there.
You missed Natalie Portman.
Yeah, I mean,
the little bit
I get that, and it's given like because Thor didn't really, from what I remember, didn't have too much time to grieve in Dark World for his mom's death. Like, yeah, okay, so he lost that, but also like.
Thor lost a lot, and it's just like, nope, next death, next.
Yeah, like because I just don't get the Thor movies are really bad. Like Thor 1 and 2 are really bad.
It goes
Thor 3 is
from the baddest to best.
The baddest to best. That's Tyler's debut album, the baddest to best.
Thor 2, Thor 1, Thor 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, All Outfit Black's debut album, the baddest to best.
I'm pretty sure that's the majority of people would choose.
Yeah,
Thor 3 definitely because they learned to have fun. Also,
Thor 2, Thor 1, Thor 3.
You could Guardians 3 really just like I wonder if there's an alternate time. Guardians in general, if Guardians failed, how would MCU look right now? Because like that showed you put classic music into it, classic rock, because people fucking love that bullshit.
And you liked it.
I mean, I liked it, yeah. But I'm saying like Doctor Strange had that shit. And then, like, that showed all the mystic shit. Like, I wonder if that failed. I'm pretty sure they would have tried Doctor Strange, but what if the audience didn't like that?
No Black Panther.
I would have been pissed because I hated how a lot of the early, like, MCU movies and stuff like... Or, like, a lot of early superhero movies turned into... Well, there's some cool sci-fi stuff, but also, generally the bad guys are going to be military because it's just easier to just put guys in, like... green and
well, I mean, early Iron Man that was like.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like a lot of earlier like super movies that like you're just a guy with guns just because it's easier to do that. Like
yeah.
I mean, look at the fucking.
Also, with Captain America, you can't really do anything else besides bad guys with guns.
I know, but I'm saying like look at Transformers, like bad guys as military except for the giant robot at the end. That's a different can of worms. So, those movies also like
I wouldn't say all of them were.
everything but one.
Yeah.
One.
Are we ready to put an end to
Fuck.
Endgame? Say it was like good movie, worth a watch.
I think
If
I
you've
said
kept
earlier,
up with it, everything,
I think-
yeah, but
it's a pretty good movie. It's not the greatest Avengers movie, but I think
I mean,
it's
does it stand up if you don't follow any other movies and you just sort of went, I'm
Some-
going to start here. 'cause
Okay,
I'm
yeah, definitely
stupid."
no. Why would you start
Let
with
me
a movie with
start
the
on
end of
the
the title?
end.
Because some people are stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people watch
Somebody
this
said
movie.
like you'll follow the movie. It's kind of like I feel like if you've never seen any Marvel movie, you'd be just as confused as Infinity War. But it seems like the more you've seen, the better off understanding you'll have for certain character moments. Like if you've never seen Thor, like then yeah, that moment with his mom and the fact that you're told that it's his
Yeah.
mom. Like Infinity War, like you wouldn't like because Infinity War definitely assumes you've seen every one of those movies because you wouldn't have known Wakanda or anything or the Guardians.
I'll fight your air with my fire. Oh crap! It backlashed on me.
So I mean, like Endgame, I feel like it's a pretty good movie, but I think it's a better end than it is a movie for characters. Like
It's a
in fact-
wrap-up / fan service.
Yeah, so if they bring back Iron Man like 3, if like Marvel movies start to fail and for some reason they revive Robert Downey Jr., it's going to cheapen it. So for right now, in terms of me caring for the MCU,
He's done. He's fine with it.
yep, I'm good. Like literally, they could just take a fucking break and I'm fucking good. And just like Disney's doing with Star Wars, just stop this bullshit for now.
See that hair on my chest?
What did you think about it, Tyler? You beautiful hairy boy, you.
It was a movie.
That's it. Candle wax.
It hurts so good.
This is the torturing Tyler portion of the podcast.
If I go back to watch the movie, I'll just fast forward till Chris Hemsworth picks up the hammer.
Kristen Thor.
Chris
Oh
Evans.
God,
Chris.
there's so many Chris's. Chris Evans.
Chris
Actually,
Evans,
there you go.
Chris
So
Hemsworth.
you would skip 2 hours of the movie just to get to that point.
Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. You just skip to.
I feel like there's enough
You skip
character.
to the final battle.
I feel like- but, I mean, I kind of feel like I want to do that. I just want to play that scene just to look at the battle, kind of like Did you ever do that with Ready Player One?
You see
Watch
how
that
the
battle
rest
scene
of
where you
us-
kind of like watch it and see all the characters in the background. I feel like I want to move to.
Yeah,
do that
like I do that.
I'm
with
a
fucking,
little more curious of like, I kind of want to rewatch some of the old Marvel movies, see if I could notice any differences. A little bit.
What do you mean?
At
Like
some point.
the side alley stuff, or for like when they come back in time, or
No.
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like knowing
Like Ant-Man, I want to rewatch that and see if they actually had, because that was one of the ones I could have sworn it's like they alluded to that, and see how far back this was actually planned and see if it was actually seeded in the other movies.
And I want to go back and see the funeral scene and see that actor
That too.
somewhere in the pews. I really doubt it. They plan that far.
I really hope they don't do like the Spielberg Lucas thing where they go back and redo the movies with extra added scenes,
Well,
and
it's-
then you see stuff.
Well, it's one of those things.
in
Like
re-releases,
Phase
but-
1, I don't think it was in any of those, but post Avengers, that onward, I think there might be a little bit in each movie. So I think you have to make that line in the sand. It's like post Avengers, any movie that came off probably had some sort of end game.
Wasn't Avengers
Easter
like
egg.
2011 or 2012?
About, yes.
Damn.
They showed the timeline when they went back. I forgot what it was. Yeah, 2011, 2012 sounds about right.
I just still don't like the whole. They explain like they made fun of like Back to the Future and all that, and they explain like your past is your past, can't change it.
Yeah.
But then like
Then Dick Banner and I think Stark was like, no, fuck that.
I need to go back and just listen to that part because
Yeah.
I'm still.
No one can truly do a good time travel movie because they always screw something up and there's some sort of paradox.
Plus, it's
that
never
goes
been done,
on.
so you never know exactly what's actually going to happen.
Other than Back to the Future, because they just sort of...
You know, Robert Zemeckis apparently worked on that script for like 3 or 4 years, and a lot of it's spent on like just the time theory of it all. That at a certain point, you have to realize no matter how much you think about it, like 100 years from now, you can be proven wrong. So you know, it's a fucking movie, and this is a fucking comic book movie. Like,
But that threw me off the entire movie. That's
yeah, I
probably
mean,
why.
but I think like that was put in there to just like make fun of the fact like, oh yeah, those are stupid. Oh, it's all bullshit. It's like it's all bullshit. Like I mean, like it doesn't mean like, yeah, like just get over it. Like it's a sci-fi comic book movie.
All I'm saying
They,
is,
they can explain the rules. They could say in our universe time works like this, and they can just say because it's our universe, it's not your universe.
yeah, Marvel and DC with all of its universes. So
So I mean, this is Earth 616. What's MCU? 616 is the main Marvel universe. Are we in? Is MCU its own? I don't fuck.
Overall,
who gives a shit?
Overall, I subscribe
I'm
to
gonna drink some
Futurama's.
You would.
I subscribe to Futurama. I subscribe to Futurama's like how they deal with time travel with the paradox thing. So
yeah, you fuck your grandma.
That's why I was overall like.
You want to
what
fuck
about
your
all
grandma?
the fucking paradoxes in this, and possibly in this movie? So
you done about Endgame? Do you want to?
especially with the captains fighting each other, but
That was weird. But you think it was Loki?
Yeah, I thought about.
I thought it was Loki at first too. But
No, in that moment.
No, he thought he was Loki.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I wanted like some voiceover, like going like, man, now that this happened, what did I do last time to kick my own ass? Like I was like, I wonder if that happened. But also, yeah, like Bucky's alive. I was like, wouldn't that also change? Like, wouldn't Cap wake up like at the end of Avengers? Bucky's alive, okay. Like
Well, he
Loki
says
told, as far as he's concerned, Loki told him that. Like,
yeah.
but also, then again, they could also say like, well, Cap didn't want to admit he was beaten by Loki, so.
Even though in Avengers, Thor and Loki leave, so it's like, so within a few minutes they catch Loki again?
Yeah, it's like, so he was like, yo, Loki, what the fuck? How do you know Bucky, bitch? Like,
I'm guessing the staff made him forget.
yeah, possibly, yeah.
There's something.
Also,
They
apparently,
still didn't explain Loki got away, so how'd they catch him
I mean,
again?
that's in this spinoff, but my thing is like,
That was
also,
at the end of Avengers, though, where Thor and Loki, like, go away.
But that
was that timeline.
That's what I'm predicting now. The Loki spinoff series is going to end with him, like,
Within
being
a
returned.
week, within a day time span. It's like, okay.
Well, I mean, not even a day. I mean, it's just like time travel. He's going to be returned seconds later.
They show off the new cars in that scene. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm assuming, like, that's going to be tied back into the first Avengers. There you go. Like, I mean...
That's why I don't like time travel.
Yeah. That's why I was like... I had a feeling that's what they're going to do, like, time travel to beat Thanos.
Mm.
I thought literally it's going to be like, let's kick his ass. I thought, like, maybe Thanos...
I thought everybody was in the Soul Stone, and they were just going to go in there.
Yeah, that's one theory I read. I figured... I didn't know if it was going to be time travel, but I think we kind of knew that was going to come into a few months ago.
I thought they were going to go, like, quantum...
Yeah, like, go to the... Like, yeah.
Soul Stone, something, and I don't know. So...
Some people said one theory going around is the original 6 Avengers survived because they're each going to have to sacrifice themselves to get the stone.
One of those came true.
Whoa. Wow, that's wacky. Yeah, we all saw Avengers Endgame, and I think the general consensus is...
Not worth the time, but also worth it.
Tyler, what is the... Okay, Tyler has been... Okay, ever since fucking 10 Marvel movies ago, Tyler said, oh, man... This movie's 2 hours and 2 minutes.
30.
I'm never gonna survive.
Again, this one didn't overall feel like 3 hours, but overall still not worth the time.
Why? What would you have done?
I would have pressed fast forward.
But what would you have done? You are the man. You are the only man that I know in my life that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. Okay,
I don't know about day-to-day.
You fucking watch cable. You watch commercials. You don't care about your time.
Maybe I don't watch the commercials. I hear them.
You listened. You watch commercials, Tyler. You watch.
And I get trivia questions.
You
right.
watch television. So for every 30 minutes you watch,
I'm watching
7 to 9 minutes of it are commercials.
But at least I'm in a chair or a bed I'm comfortable in.
That's up to you, bro. Like I'm in a chair.
I'm not in a lowered seat.
What I'm saying is time doesn't matter.
That has been pushed in from the sides, and you know the fuck that's true. What they fucking did in that theater that day.
If you cared about time, you would have. I just think in general you'd have a Netflix
account. I would have
account.
used the PIM particles to go back in time.
The PIM particles go back in time,
and with the start device to control the flow to where I'm going, where I'm at.
Well, the next time we go see a movie that's long, we'll just go to the one where there's reserved seating. Where they have better seating.
There we
go.
Stupid little bitch.
Even then, you can't. I mean, sitting in a chair for like 2 hours without moving certain
I just
ways.
think 3 hours, Tyler. Like within a given week, you've watched 3 hours of commercials.
I saw that this morning.
What the shit? Like, how much television do you watch?
I mean,
I get up at 2 a.m.
I keep the TV on as I sleep, so.
But what I'm saying is, Tyler,
I woke up to a fucking some infomercial on 37 because I left it on that channel.
I can get it if the movie's long and it drags. Like there's some Marvel movies that don't do girls involved. Like there's been a lot of Marvel movies that do drag. Like I feel like you could cut 20 to 30 minutes.
Exactly.
This one I feel like there's some parts I probably sprinkle in some stuff, like some interactions. I feel like
there were some sprinkled in where I was like, do they really need it? But also it doesn't really matter.
Like what?
I don't know. I didn't watch it again. But there was one scene where I was kind of like, why?
What? You just
Scott
specified
and
there's
his daughter
one.
or something?
What?
Scott and his daughter?
No, that was necessary to show the growth of the world.
Yeah.
And Scott. Like,
I was just trying to think of one, yeah.
Maybe the scene with the guy on his bike with Scott. I don't know.
That was literally 5 seconds. Hey, kid, what
They
happened?
could have cut it.
They could have probably cut Tokyo thing. Like, the fight.
I mean, they had to show what
They coulda
Hawkeye
just-
was on.
They
She
could have
could've just
cut
showed
probably some of like the
I mean,
going through the
I'd
building
rather
scene.
I'd rather them show him. I mean, he has like 2 or 3 minutes, but I feel like I'd rather that than them just say like, "Oh, there's been a murder
He's
happening,"
back, y'all.
and it's definitely Barton. Like, I feel like if they would have just,
I'm trying to
that's
remember who
definitely
Barton
something-
was
Clint Barton, Hawkeye.
in Mexico, y'all.
Yeah, he was in Tokyo, but
They talked about Mexico first
but
in the
I just,
cartel.
I just think
It was a slaughter.
that's something you show, don't tell, because they just said, oh yeah, he's become a bad guy. Then it's like, oh, believe you. Then people would complain the exact opposite. Well, we didn't show what Clint had become.
He's become a douche.
What have I become? He just sings Johnny Cash while he's murdering people.
What's the name?
Wow.
How's that one song go? It's emo.
Do you ever feel like breaking
No, it's a. How could this happen to me? I cut my hair.
My
Now
wife
I'm feeling
is gone.
Yakuza to kill them. I don't.
And now I'm eating a steak. I
With
don't
my
have
arrow.
to share with my greedy kids.
And
My
fuck
life
my
is better.
wife.
My life is better now. He comes to that realization. That's why he kills people. He don't have to feed these greedy fucking children. I just want to teach my daughter how to shoot an arrow.
Oh look, she's gone. Hey honey, where'd she go? Oh, y'all gone too. Fuck.
She took the damn kids. He knew a divorce was imminent. Like, she left his ass. Like, what's going on, little one? Also, you never heard Thanos say little one
Yeah,
in this movie. He said like 18 times in Infinity War.
yeah.
Actually,
it was
me
a different time and different Thanos.
me and Chad were talking about some hypotheticals with Thanos. Hold on, let me scroll up.
He a bitch.
I sent him that picture of like Thanos with his ass exposed. I said halfway through Endgame, the girl next to Tyler started deep throating him. He put an Una reverse card, like you started deep throating her.
Tongue all the way up in there.
Then I sent him that and said, "Sorry, little one, didn't hear you come in." Thanos just exposing his ass. He said, "That's fucking hot." He said,
I will say though.
"Would you hang out with Thanos?" He says, "I snaps, I clap. What does that throat do, little one?" Chad's about to get molested by
I mean,
Thanos.
I did find it weird. Like I sat down, like, "Hey guys, are like the seats different from the last time we were here?" And
They
she's
were-
like immediately popped up.
Yeah.
Granted, I kind of hit her once sitting up because I didn't see her, but
Tyler beat swimming.
I like accidentally hit her. I was like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry."
And he said, "I'm not a dude."
No, dude's
I have
just
a
a
random
generalization,
thought.
but
You know how, like, so it's like where they disappeared, they came back? So what if they were on a plane?
yeah, no, I thought that too.
They just-
Oh yeah,
it's
people.
like-
I'm pretty sure, like with Hawkeye, I heard like some planes going down in the background.
I'm saying, like, they were in the plane and they disappear. They come back in midair and they just.
So wait, do you think the disappearing? Do you think this means the Left Behind movie is canon to the MCU? Hold on, just think about
Well,
this.
hold
Hold
on.
on, think about this
Hold
now.
on, they only brought back the people who were snapped, right? So anyone who died in
Yeah.
places-
What happened if you died because of that? Hold on,
No,
that's a
I'm
good
serious,
point. That's
yeah.
a good point, Chris. Like, hold on. My Aunt Becky's on a fucking plane.
Fuck Aunt
The pilot holy shit. I mean, I'm sure the snap was
Everybody
everyone
was
that
affected
died
by it.
because of Thanos. And that's
Well,
a very blanket
if you're
statement.
snapped, are you dead or did you just disappear?
You're dead. They died.
What is dust to the wind?
All we are is dust in the wind.
Exactly. So did you die?
What
you
is
were
dust
just
to the
going back to
wind?
your primordial state, apparently.
No, that's not primary. They were gone. They stopped existing.
Stardust.
Like, if you were a
You're
patient,
not helping your point, Tyler.
like
You're digging a bigger hole.
Like, you're in the middle of surgery and everybody ghosted and you're just laying
Yeah,
down
and then like with your fucking heart exposed,
Yeah.
like open chest
How
cavity.
could this happen to
You
me?
wouldn't be seeing that. Like you would just die.
You would
in your
be
sleep.
mind thinking it.
Mind thinking.
Mind quad.
Yeah.
I love that mini series from American Dad.
So we got the next Marvel movie next week. It does feel like that.
When does Homecoming come out?
July.
2 weeks.
July.
Far From Home, sorry. Far From
July, yeah,
Home.
they moved it to July 2nd.
I'm about to burn my testicles.
That's the next Marvel movie.
I thought the next Marvel movie was Pikachu.
Well,
Marvel movie? Yeah.
yeah.
He
That's,
ties
the,
in
that's the next movie in general.
That is the
but-
next movie. I can't
And
wait
then-
for Detective Pikachu.
Okay, Detective Pikachu. My list for movies to see is Detective Pikachu, Kong, King of Monsters, not Kong, Godzilla.
Kong King of
is King
Monsters.
Kong gonna be in that movie?
Probably
No,
not.
no, no, no.
Next
But
movie.
apparently, like,
It's a
yeah,
setup for
they're
a-
setting up to a
But
Universal
King Kong
movie.
is like this big and Godzilla like
Chris-
this.
They honestly, compared to the original Godzilla, they've sized him up greatly. So
Okay.
All I know
I'll
is this
have to see
movie
it.
isn't canon to Shin Godzilla, so I don't give a shit.
well, is Shin Godzilla standalone or to the original like
Shin Godzilla is a sequel
to
to the original Godzilla.
the original like black and,
And it
white?
sets up, and they want to make a sequel, and that's the only sequel I care for.
You just
Shin
like
God-
Anno on it.
Hideki Anno.
You just like Anno on it.
It's a good fucking movie.
It's a movie.
Fuck you. Have you seen the baby form of Godzilla? Now don't
Yes.
tell me that shit's not scary coming down the goddamn street.
You
tell me
you
what's
showed
scary.
me and I'm like,
that
the
lizard
fuck?
motherfucker or that little fucking sluggish dragon
Essentially
baby.
tadpole.
It's scary looking. I love it.
Woo.
You literally watch the evolution of Godzilla.
Is the Game of Thrones gonna be its own podcast now?
Nope, we're talking about Game of Thrones.
This is
right
a 2
now,
hour. This
I
is a 3-hour podcast for Infinity War and other things.
Who could have saw it coming? Sansa shot Bran in the fucking head.
And
when
Arya got laid.
she went, shut the fuck up, bitch. Handicap yo ass like she did 3 different lines so
No
she
more
found the
mind
one.
powers from you. I don't know what he does.
Yeah. Tyler, tell me what happened on Game of Thrones last week. This week.
I heard some things. I saw some things, and I heard.
You only know about the sex.
I
That's
know.
really
I don't know for sure what happened. I just know what happened.
That was a very awkward scene because like
I'm gonna get some water. You tell him what I saw.
It was not a body double.
it was awkward because like
Shut up, Tyler.
She's
Listen.
our
She said
age.
in articles it was not a body double,
she's our age in real life, but her character on the show when we first saw her was like 12.
but
Yeah, but some amount of time has passed, but the books haven't been written, so it's like...
She's
also
technically like
roughly 16.
16.
Is it
But
16, 18 is probably
There's been other
the
people
age.
who in the show have been like age 15 or same age doing it with people.
No, but it was just weird.
So it's weird when a 16-year-old girl does it, but not when a 15-year-old boy does it.
Who's the 15?
Apparently it's a Cersei from what I've read.
They didn't show
Was
it.
it Cersei? Yeah.
They don't show it though.
Either way, it happened.
It's weird, but like it's just like
But there was no outrage about that.
because they didn't show anything.
But it
It's
still
just
happened.
implied.
Yeah.
This is something you had to sit and watch for 2 minutes.
Was there actual humping,
could've-
or was it like a softcore porn humping?
They could have just like cut.
Because from what I've seen, it was just her.
Just look
like,
it up.
It was
It's-
half her ass showing.
It's literally, okay,
from what I saw.
there's the pre, like, where they're making out, and then this, like, the clothes coming off, and then it's like, and cut.
They could have cut like half, like all of it out. They could have just
It was implied sex.
No, I mean they showed some of it.
Wait,
saying,
for which
they could've-
angle? Like him on top, or
I don't think they even showed any. They
Him,
just-
really, of the two, who do you think would be on top?
I mean,
Of the two characters, who do you think would be on top?
I don't know their personalities, but
Who of the two?
I know
Arya
she
and
initiated
Gendry.
it. I know for sure she initiated it. But I'm just
Between
saying.
Gendry and Arya, who do you think be on top?
Why are y'all talking about the parameters then fucking Tyler? God, dude, that is not the biggest detail of what they're doing. No, it's not how they're doing it, it's what and why. Like, I get it. She's a grown woman, and she thinks, and I understand her as a character, she thinks, tomorrow I could and should be dead.
It would have been really funny if she like pulled her face off and like it was a dude that she pulled off like just kidding.
It was
That
me
would've
all
been-
along.
That would have been a mind fuck.
like just kidding, it's me.
It was the mountain.
It was Bran. It was Bran. Why'd you think I wasn't putting much effort? I can't feel anything down there.
But also I learned that I guess his name's Tormund. His what we either his wife or what everybody wants it to be his wife got knighted. That was
Yeah.
like a big
Sir,
thing,
yeah.
big deal for
So
her.
Brienne.
So Brienne, yeah.
Something about titty milk or just milk from titties.
That was really
There's milk
funny.
from a giant.
Milk from a giant.
Okay.
But the whole story is he's like 10 years old. He kills this giant and then sneaks into the bed of this giant woman, and the giant woman mistakes it for a baby and breastfeeds him, and that's how he got so strong.
So that's literally all I know
After
about.
he kills a full-grown giant,
Yeah.
he breastfeeds a giant.
All I know about that is
Yeah.
just there's titty milk.
And there's
so-
a little bit of a
And then he drinks milk for like 30 seconds, and it's falling all over him. And it's like, milk.
There's a little musical accompaniment too. He said, All I wanna do is watch you turn into a giant woman. A giant woman. All I wanna be is someone who gets to drink from a giant
And
woman.
then there was apparently an argument between Bran and whoever else he has arguments with. So
Yep.
The
You know, Brandon, that one person always arguing.
yeah,
No, the most messed up thing was when Ned was like, "I'm related to you." All she cared about was, "You have a rightful to the throne."
Oh, you mean John?
What did I say?
You said Ned.
I
I was
said
like,
Ned.
holy
Sorry,
shit.
sorry,
We
sorry.
season 1 again, boys.
Sorry,
Like,
John. She did not say anything about them being related and sleeping with each other.
Yeah.
All she cared about
is like, hold on, you could actually
Really-
take the throne
It was
from
definitely
me. Like,
in the middle of, oh, Glance, oh, wait, we gotta fight this war.
and
So-
she was like,
Yeah,
"I've been having relations with my nephew." Like none of that was.
it's like, I think it's funny that, like, you
Her
know, after all this
priorities.
time, like, pretty much, she doesn't care about that. It's called, like, I just do like the dichotomy of, like, John has always kind of gone where he's not meant to be, but where he had to be. He's just kind of, like, doing what's best for the people he cares about. And now it's kind of like, well, now you followed your own pathway, but you don't have to follow her. You love her, but you have just as much claim to this as her. Like, so you don't have to just bend the knee. He's already bent the knee for her. So,
I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't have told her. Like she would have found
well,
out.
because he's in love. Like,
No, I mean
yeah.
this is like I was hoping for like during the fight the dragon was gonna like spew fire on him by accident and he
Yeah.
just like standing like awkwardly like
Oh, that's how.
that's how it'd be revealed. But yeah,
That would have been probably better than, hey, by the way, bro, you're not my bro. Like,
yeah.
you're actually
Hey,
my
bro,
like
you're my
you're
aunt.
you're my dad's sister's. You're not a bastard, but I mean,
Yeah. But who do you think's gonna get the axe this weekend?
half
Jamie.
of them.
Huh?
Half
Jamie.
the cast is dead.
Jamie's dead.
I feel like Jamie's probably gonna die earlier than later.
Is he gonna save
Yeah.
Brianna? What's her name?
Yeah.
I was
Brianna,
thinking
yeah.
the exact opposite. I don't think either one dies.
I think he's gonna.
Jamie's gonna get over his head and Brienne's just gonna
Tyrion
come
can't
and
die. I
save him.
think Jamie. If somebody
I don't think
Lannister-
Tyrion's gonna die.
if the Lannister dies, it's gonna be Jamie. Can't
Yeah.
be Tyrion.
Yeah, I think Jamie's gonna kind of go out and kind of have a redeeming moment, but still go out. Like, because I mean, he's nobody really likes the boy. Like, he's pretty much like backstab. Not back. He's just been a piece of shit. Like,
I'm so bad with names, but
I am too when it comes to the series. Like, there's like 1,000
what
characters.
is
Like,
Greyjoy, he's gonna sacrifice
Yeah.
Bran. Like he's gonna save his
yeah,
life.
and I love Greyjoy.
Yeah,
Like,
he's redeeming. Like,
like-
he's like Sansa's falling in love with him. I don't
Be
like,
Theon.
I've listened to like Chad
Theon,
and John talk about it, and I was like, there are 1,000 characters in here, and like 950 of them are dead. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to remember the
it's hard
ones
to
that are,
remember names. Like I
except
said,
for the main crew. Like, I was like, fuck.
Well,
I can tell you who they are and what they've done, but I can't tell you their name.
Are both dragons gonna live?
I don't know. I really don't know.
could they? Yeah, they could.
Because I mean, I feel like it's this.
You think there's gonna be a showdown between two of them?
I mean,
versus
I
the
feel
one?
like
yeah.
if they win, one of their dragons
Is gonna
kills
die.
the other dragon, so
She's down
they
to one.
keep a dragon at least.
Can they? They're sibling dragons. Can they reproduce? Or are they all
I mean,
boys?
I don't
shit.
really
I
know
mean,
how that
Cersei and
works.
Jamie reproduce.
That's fair,
Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, the
there you go.
dragon.
It started with incest. It's
I don't
going to
know.
end with incest.
Well, I mean-
Dragons, fucking.
I mean, the
like,
dragons were supposed to be extinct, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
look, here's 3 eggs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
didn't he
Do
get it from
whatever.
some witch person, or didn't she?
I don't know. The thing is, they said they were extinct, and they're just like, oh,
Just
here's
why?
3 eggs.
100
Yeah, she literally just has 3 eggs.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay,
They,
they
I
can
don't
sort of
think
make
they
up
explain
whatever.
where she gets them.
Watch
Did
her
they
be
in the
like-
book? I can't remember.
They don't really explain it in the
Like
book.
in Aragon, watch there be like 100 eggs under the throne.
Oh,
just
I
chilling.
assume it's like in the
Oh,
prequel
God.
series they do. They'll
Yeah.
probably explain that a little bit more. But in the books, they don't explain it at all. It's just, here's a gift. I have 3 eggs. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Are there 6 episodes this season or 8?
6.
6.
So like it has to wrap up this next episode because they have to go from there.
This
down.
this episode,
This-
they're halfway through.
The,
Like,
the fight could last 2 episodes, but I
Yeah.
think after the 4th episode, the fighting's definitely done.
I think
at
the
Winterfell.
episodes have to
and
be
then they
done
got
this
it. And
episode.
5 is
Wrap up King's Landing, and then the
And
6
then
is
5
just the
attack.
epilogue.
yeah, like the majority of the attack. I mean, the White Walkers coming, and then 6 is gonna be the ending of that, and at least I hope 10 to 15 minutes of epilogue.
See, I think
Episode 6 feels like the majority of that is going to
So,
be epilogue.
I kinda
I don't
think,
know. Based off the pacing, I could see them waiting until the end.
not all the White Walkers are at in the north. I think some of them went south already.
They easily could have just went around.
I think some of them actually went around with the dragon, and they're gonna attack King's Landing.
Yeah, because we haven't seen. Yeah.
So
They could.
I honestly think.
Or the dragons just come from behind and attack Winterfell.
So you guys will make predictions like ultimately now, like you don't have to list off like I think these 18 characters will survive. Just who do you got your money on, or who do you want to survive?
The better bet is like, okay, who do you think actually gets the throne? Yeah. I feel like it's gonna be Aegon gets it reluctantly.
Reluctantly.
Yeah.
who do you think, Vic?
Jon Snow gets it,
Okay.
or Aegon Targaryen
Oh
gets
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's like, I don't want the throne. Well, you got the throne. Okay.
See, I feel like if John lives to the end, that's such a
Why does the throne matter?
He's already died.
That's what I'm saying, but he has to pay a price for him living again.
Yeah, that's where Daenerys dies.
Why does the
I
throne
thought them
matter,
both
though?
to die.
Oh, I got a good one. Robert, what's his
De
last?
Niro.
The names are so bad. Arya's the bastard son. What's his name?
Arya's bastard son?
You
Arya's
mean Robert?
playing-
You mean Gendry?
Yeah, like he's gonna take the throne, but he's gonna take his face off and be Arya just chilling on it.
Oh shit!
That'd be a funny ending.
But yeah, I don't know.
That's my preferred ending. I want Arya to win.
Yeah,
I love Arya's my favorite character.
Like whoever's sitting on the throne is just gonna be Arya taking the face off, and
I
she's the one
don't
on there.
think Arya has any motivation to be on
No,
the
she
throne.
No, she
doesn't.
doesn't. Maybe be, like whoever you think ends up on the throne is not the person. It's gonna be just Arya.
I'd be
I
kind of
could see if it was like Cersei wins and then Arya just comes and kills her. Like, nope, you don't get the throne. I can see
Okay.
that.
You guys don't think there's any way Tyrion's gonna get it?
No,
Who?
No, he wouldn't want the throne. He'd be like, "There's someone better."
he's gonna be off like.
I just want to get drunk.
It feels like Tyrion is like default hand after all this fighting's done.
So
Yeah,
what
'cause
you're
he's
saying is Arya gets it and hand to the king or queen is Tyrion.
Because it feels Tyrion feels safe to live. I would say Jon Snow,
Yeah, I feel like Tyrion's definitely gonna live. Like,
and then I probably put Sansa in the same boat.
But the biggest shock factor is him dying. Like if you want people to talk about it.
yeah,
If they kill Tyrion, that'd be pretty weird.
I definitely feel like Tyrion's like the only person I think that is safe. I feel like Jon's definitely on the high meter of dead.
I think he's safe. He's already died once.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to die again. I really do think the obvious candidates aren't going to live.
I mean, yeah, it's
I just
gonna
hope-
be
I
of
hope-
the Warriors
I
because they're
really-
the highest threat.
The worst ending for me is, you know what, Auntie? We survived the White Walkers, and I love you. Let's lead together. I will hate that ending. Like it's like bloody and gory, and like people can die at any second. Like it's kind of like the Walking Dead syndrome. Like nobody important's really dying. Like in terms of like the main like 8 or 9 people. So I want this final season to have that.
I was gonna say Game of Thrones has plenty of important characters dying.
But I'm saying like it seems like still like the main core from like the beginning of the 8 or 9. Like it always seems like they add on people and then they die. Like kind of like how Walking Dead has like that main like 4 or 5.
But Bran has to live.
Yeah,
He has to live.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Or the 3-8 Raven, whatever he
Yeah.
is called now. But
yeah, that's definitely something I want them to touch upon. Like, is there any part of Bran in there anymore?
He acknowledges it.
Yeah, like he knows he's a star.
But he knows
yeah.
his greatest role is the Three-Eyed Raven.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it just sucks that it's like because I did like Bran for the first little bit. Then he kind of gets annoyed.
Okay,
He
so,
didn't really have much of a character.
Who do you
for
not
most-
want to die is a better question, I think.
Arya. That's the only person.
Ar-
about
Ar-
Sam?
Arya's safe. She's not dying.
What about Sam? Do you care?
I feel like
Sam's not gonna die.
I saw Sam. He's gonna be like the dark horse winner of the game.
I heard about that.
John's gonna get it. And he just ha like.
Sam is safe.
I hope. But that also, like, if you kill him off, like, that'd be, like, a good, like, heart-wrenching...
I mean, he's basically going to turn into a maester at this point.
I mean, my thing is, like, he'd be, like, a good heart-wrenching, like, kind of like the friend to John. Like, that'd be, like, a huge blow to John. Like, and if he dies, then I don't think John's gonna die. John, you're not gonna die.
I was going to say, John's had enough people die. I don't think
He
gets
needs
any
more.
Is Daenerys 100% safe?
I don't
No.
think so.
I think Daenerys is, like, almost confirmed, like, dead.
I think either her or Sansa will die. I
think Sansa's safe.
I think Sansa is safe. I think Cersei is as good as dead.
I'm pretty sure Sansa's going to basically get the North. That's her role.
I think Cersei's as good as dead.
I think she's a coin of flip. She either wins it or she dies in the most worst way.
I think she's going down the worst way.
I think...
I really think I just want to see her like get like feasted upon by White Walkers and kind of like I don't know. Like that first episode was like, y'all could just quit like this bullshit and get ready for this shit that y'all been heard from the first episode
for this season.
Coming. No, yeah.
It feels like these two episodes were definitely fluff and just prep.
Yeah, well, I mean, so they're fluffing up like the political aspect of it, like because they know it's about to go battle and they can't go in the middle like, ting ting ting. By the way, that's your aunt. Ting ting. Fucked up, I know.
But the first episode had an arc, a lot of characters who haven't seen each other. And
wait, it was homecoming.
It was needed, but it felt like
and it's
spent 2 episodes in this. It's like, could we sped this up a little?
It's actually kind of like, if you date somebody that went to school with your sister and they didn't get along and you bring her home one day and Sansa's like, oh, I've heard this bitch, this nasty bitch. You gonna bring her in my house? That dragon bitch in my house?
It's also kind of annoying. Like,
Sansa didn't play that shit. Like,
there's like hundreds, thousands of soldiers coming and you're worried about the throne.
Exactly. That's why I want I don't want anybody to win. I said that before.
Did you watch Film Theory, Matt Peck?
I don't watch it, but is that what he said?
He was like, how it should end is like everybody keeps making the same mistakes. They just don't deserve to live. They should
because like I watched a little bit of like the first season a little while ago. I thought about rewatching it before the final season. It just didn't happen. The first thing you see in the show is the fucking White Walkers. Yeah. Like literally, it's like you've known. Like in the first episode, like some random dude says like they're coming, the White Walkers, and Ned's like, all right, good thing. Cool, you abandon your post, kill him.
Yep.
Fuck what he said though. Like it's, and then literally like every season you get a reminder they're still here, they're still coming. Like
that's the thing. It's beyond the wall, so they ignore it.
But my thing is like you've known about it since episode 1, and you just ignored it. So you don't deserve to live. Like
my ending is I want the White Walkers.
I'd be definitely fine with that.
I'll be fine with it,
except for Arya.
Can she become a White Walker and like put a face on?
I guess she could.
Could she put a White Walker face on?
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm just asking,
It's not like the walkers from
Walking Dead, like stuff on. Yeah.
Put a mask on.
No
y'all. Mask on.
Unfortunately, I think the White Walkers eventually get defeated, but it's like it kind of just depends how much is lost in the casualty.
Somebody else also talked about like why didn't how get this man his shield, Wakanda.
Get this girl a face.
People are talking about like for Jamie's like get him some dragon glass so he can just like walk up with this stub and hit the walkers with.
No, let me just have this stupid heavy gold hand.
No, they're talking replacing that with dragon glass. And
but he still has that stupid gold hand.
How is dragon glass made? Did they just breathe those on his dragon glass?
It's obsidian. They just call it dragon glass.
So why can't obsidian and the Valyrian steel... Is it Valyrian steel made from dragon glass?
No, it was basically special properties just in it.
Is there any significance of Ned Stark's sword being split, both being back at Winterfell for the first time?
That's kind of just a convenient, like, hey, the sword eventually returned home. That was kind of the whole mirror of the first episode. Like, oh, look, here's all these characters. They're back at Winterfell.
That makes sense.
Many years ago.
Yeah. Oh. I didn't know somebody's going to grab, like, both of them and just start fighting. Dual wielding.
Did you know that obsidian's one of the few things that can cut a diamond?
Can it?
I think so.
I didn't know obsidian was a real thing. I thought it was just like a fantasy.
Obsidian? Yeah, it's a real thing.
I didn't know that. I thought it was like just like a fantasy.
From Minecraft.
Or like you see it in every game, like pretty much so.
But I mean, someone just made up an element that people rolled with it, or sort of stone.
Yeah, I thought that was just like
magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
The Gathering.
Magic.
It's a form of rock.
Are we just too far to be as one again?
It's volcanic glass, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Are we obsidian?
Are we watching the finale together, or are we all watching it separately?
I don't care. I haven't watched any.
I'll watch it. You want to make a night of it? I'll do it.
Because I would love to see.
We can probably get Chad out here if you want. When's the finale supposed to air?
May 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go.
I feel like something else is happening.
I'll do it.
Because there's a wrestling pay-per-view, and I'm like, we're not watching the pay-per-view. We're watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'll definitely. Y'all want to have a.
I mean, I was gonna watch regardless because it's the series finale.
Yeah. I didn't know if y'all.
I actually thought about asking if you wanted to do that like for the season, like just make that. Like,
I mean, I've been watching it right now.
He's watched one live, one not live. It really depends on.
I haven't watched either of them live. I pretty much watch them the next day.
Yeah.
So
that's like
actually
they're total legal means.
Actually, the first one I sort of watched live because it was like I woke up in the middle of the night and just sort of watched it on HBO Go.
Okay. Because like some people,
it's not live, John.
It's close enough.
To me, like it's fun to have people watching it. Just sometimes, like you want to be like focused and quiet, sort of thing. So I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Obsidian probably can't cut diamond. They're using a 60,000
I was gonna say the only
A
thing
s-
that cuts diamond is diamond. I thought.
a 60,000 psi water jet just to cut obsidian. So
My diamond, Steven.
But,
Kyle, do your best Pearl impression.
poor.
Pearl. She says her own name.
It's a Pokemon. But no, yeah, it's pretty heavy, sharp, all that shit. It's obsidian.
Garnet. Steven's playing with
How
himself.
much of Game of Thrones have you actually watched?
The sex scenes.
on Pornhub?
So you've watched.
I know who's doing who.
Did you really just look up a sex compilation?
No, it's probably like in a celebrity thread, and most of them are in there.
I was
So
gonna say most of the sex happens in the first season. That's about it.
Yeah.
Have
So
you seen
yeah.
the scene where like there's like a
Wait, even the
full-grown-
gay sex scenes?
I don't think I've seen those.
Mm.
I gotta get on that.
Have you seen the scenes where like the boys is like
The
12
boys?
years old and he's like still feeding on his mom,
He's what?
breastfeeding on his mom
Oh,
still?
I can't remember.
This when they're in the veil.
That was too real for
Probably
Tyler,
not.
to be honest with you.
You would love Spartacus then.
Oh, I've heard about Spartacus.
I love Spartacus.
I've seen some
but-
bath scenes.
I've
though.
seen the sex scenes. Like,
I've seen the sex bath scenes.
Golly. Like I tell people to watch Spartacus. Like I love Spartacus, but like there is so much dick, so much.
That's why I was on HBO.
Stars.
Stars, fucking same thing.
stars.
Granted, I
Home
first
with
saw
a dick.
I first saw Vandred when Stars was like a free channel. on
I mean, you
cable,
get to see Xena on Spartacus.
Warrior Princess.
Yeah.
Like the actress.
Yeah.
I don't care about that person.
Man, she was. That's like everybody's growing up watching her.
I did not.
Oh,
I mean, I saw maybe like some few episodes or when they were going to commercial like Xena, Warrior Princess will be right back.
I guess they were older than you that went on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I
It
said,
aired on Sci-Fi all the time.
oh,
Tyler.
I think I saw it on like WB or WB when it was
But
possibly
yeah,
on
Spartacus
that.
is like my one show I tell people to watch and they don't like it. Like when it's like one of the
But y'all
shows.
like Game of Thrones.
But they like it's like
Mhm.
to me Game of Thrones. Spartacus is better than Game of Thrones because I just like gladiator fighting and Spartacus.
Wasn't the guy who played Spartacus or someone in Spartacus the guy from The Mummy who was the uncle? That's all I know from the one sex scene I saw.
No, you know. Oh, you're right. Barry Ostis is the sister, brother of Brent Fraser's. I
Yeah,
can't remember the actress's name. Yeah,
Brendan Fraser's wife's,
brother. That British guy's.
and I only knew that
Spartacus.
just from his face. Like that's the guy who played Mummy.
Yeah,
So-
you're right. No, you're right.
Don't know his name though.
I don't remember his name either. But yeah, he's Barry Ostis in those show. So, this next episode is supposed to be the longest fighting cinematic and thing ever.
In modern day history.
Something, whatever. I don't remember what the exact words were.
So
this is
it's
from,
gonna take up like 40 minutes to the hour show or whatever.
It's
It's supposed to be
it's
an hour
80
and 20-something minute
88
episode.
minutes or so.
So 40 minutes of the hour, 20 minutes.
I think it's supposed to be like the whole episode. It's gonna
It should be the whole
because
episode.
they cut it of the like they got there and so they're looking at each other.
Yeah, they literally ended the second episode. Daenerys and Jon Snow are arguing like, "You have the right to the throne." What? The sound of the horn is like they're here. It's like they're just sort of sitting on the hill, like, "Okay, we're coming."
They're
And they're
always
not ready.
coming.
And they're not even remotely ready for them.
Yeah, they're just like rushing out. It's like, "Okay, get in position."
But they got dragons versus apparently an ice spewing dragon.
They have like 3 trebuchets and that's it.
There's nothing proved,
the trebuchet is the best of the like ranged weapons.
but they
though.
haven't figured out if dragon fire will actually kill a White Walker. They already know that fire can't kill a White Walker because they just walk through the
So
fire.
regular fire cannot kill,
Yeah.
but dragon fire.
Right now,
might.
only the Valerian steel or the Dragon Glass can kill a White Walker. It's confirmed.
Why? Are they like
Because
supernatural
Sammo
people?
Well, God, they showed it in one episode in like season 6. They're like corrupted people turned White Walkers.
Well, I thought regular fire could kill them.
They can kill the underlings, but not the actual White
Oh,
Walker.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Remember, there's been like several scenes where the White Walkers just like walk through the fire, like I don't care. It just extinguishes.
I mean,
too cold.
If White Walker gets hit with a rock, I mean, it's going to fall apart. It's going to still crawl.
Yeah, if
He's
you
pretty
if
much-
you hit it with a normal sword, the sword shattered. It's only the Valerian steel or the Dragon Glass will actually like kill it, and it's like a one shot. It's like dink up, dead.
Yeah, it's like barely
Jeez.
touching it. That's why people were joking about Jamie just slapping on his head.
I know nothing of this, but it's so funny.
But yeah,
And it's also like, the fuck?
I'm excited, but
Is Valerian still like enchanted or something?
I don't know. That's why
It's old weapons that no one knows how to actually make anymore. It's
So where are they
smelted-
getting them?
they smelted
they're
one
they're
down.
they're
from
family
2.
heirlooms.
Yeah.
So basically, they're just handed down over the centuries. And it's like, here, it's Valerian steel.
Like
But
Red
there's
Stark had a claymore. And
They literally had to
down
get a blacksmith from a foreign land to come over and like desmelt this and
Foreign
make it
land than the lands we know of, or
yeah.
okay.
There are other lands other than Westeros and Marine and all that.
I mean, there's like 2 continent-looking islands. That Westeros is like,
Westeros is like the Western Hemisphere.
yeah.
I figured by the
basically.
name.
And they can't swim. White Walkers supposedly can't swim, but I think that's BS. I think they can like walk like Pirates of the Caribbean. You know?
From the first movie.
Yeah, like how they just walk into the water. But I'm pretty sure they could. I'm pretty
Well,
sure they could.
who
Swim.
is the one saying they can't walk in or underwater?
I don't know. I don't know why.
Because they haven't walked around the wall yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think they can do it.
It's just too great a distance to walk around, John. We're already at the wall. Why would we walk that way to get around the wall? We just climb over, do fucking...
Because they can't climb over the wall because it's enchanted.
The wall's enchanted.
Yes.
It looks like it's just made of ice.
It has special runes in it.
Which runes? Dwarven runes?
Sure.
That's the only runes I know of.
It's
Besides from RuneScape, but...
Oh my god, Tyler. I just read this. The voice actor for the new league champion, Yumi,
is
the same voice, so it's a cat.
It's a cat. Oh.
And
Is it Haruka's voice actor?
nope,
Damn.
Morgana's voice actor from Persona 5.
Fuck. They paid big money for that. You know they did.
I thought you were gonna say from Dragon Age. I was like, what?
And she's also the voice of Coda from My Hero Academia.
Coda from Brother Bear?
You're my hero! Like the kid that sprays water.
Oh, okay. That's
And
what I was trying to remember.
Deku fights
Oh,
Luster.
that thing.
Run, Coda!
No, I have water powers. I can help.
He literally Deku would have died if it wasn't for that kid distracting
know.
Luster.
Yeah, I didn't see that episode, but yeah.
People were saying he has like his water amplifies abilities. That's why
So he's a
that
Blue
guy was
Lantern.
able to.
So he's a Blue Lantern.
Huh?
He's essentially a Blue Lantern, but opposite.
You know nothing of lanterns.
I know a lot about lanterns.
Name them. If he couldn't even name the colors of them, I know a lot about them.
Red, orange, yellow, green, purple,
You're just naming colors at this point.
purple/indigo, pink,
It's indigo.
green,
It's indigo.
and blue.
You named Black Lantern. You
The,
fucking chump.
the original 7. Plus, if
The
we're talking
original
Black
7.
Lanterns.
The original 7.
Plus, if we're talking
The
Black
original
Lanterns,
7.
there's White Lanterns too.
Literally, I researched this one night. Literally, some of those shits were brought in like less than 10 years ago.
I know.
The original. Like,
Yeah.
from this character that's been around for like 50, 60 years. The original 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, they were all brought together in, like, Blackest Night, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tyler.
All I'm saying is I like that art. Either way.
Either
All
way.
I'm saying... It
You
was like,
see it.
here's the color spectrum, but originally it was like, what, 3 colors
see
at
here,
most?
My man
4?
Tyler, he...
And then they had to
He
introduce
knows his
all
way.
7 or whatever for the Blackest Night, so...
Okay, back to Game of Thrones real quick.
Alright.
After they beat the White Walkers, how are they gonna beat Cersei? How do you think?
They fuck her to death.
Well, that's not how... The bitch gonna get ate. By the White
Did you
Walker.
say 8
I
or
mean,
AIDS?
if they still have
AIDS.
dragons, the dragons could easily win.
Just roll up in there. Hey, bitch. Do a drive-by
But I mean-
birding.
But I mean,
dragon.
they apparently have the weapons that could actually hurt the dragon. So I was like, I don't know,
That Greek fire. What's that Greek fire called on that show?
dragon fire.
Oh shit, yeah.
The Greek fires.
I just call it Greek fire because it's green and
Oh, I thought you were saying Greek.
Greek. I did say Greek fire. Greek fire is like in everything.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, they have enough. So, and the Golden Company's like 20,000.
It was one of those things. The way it was initially, they felt like or Jamie was even saying, "It's like our army cannot stand to Daenerys' army as it is now." But with the Golden Company arriving,
We might have chance.
I forget. It was. I think they said like 5,000, but they didn't get the elephants, so she was kind of pissed off.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
get the elephants.
Not
Oh.
elephants.
So it's like, okay, she's made her army stronger, and then Daenerys and Jon Snow's army are going to get weaker. So it's like, that'll probably balance it so it's actually even.
Woo!
How many people are at
King's Landing?
How many people?
Winterfell?
Winterfell? Yeah,
How many? army people.
Yeah,
A
didn't look
lot.
like.
The North, I think, was like between 5 to 10,000. It wasn't much.
Yeah.
And then Daenerys is
Did she bring all her horses with her?
yeah,
All the king's horses and all the king's
Dothraki
men.
and the Unsullied.
What's the Unsullied? Who are the
The
Unsullied?
eunuchs.
There were slaves.
That's sullying the body, though.
Come here. I'm gonna snip.
Do it. Do it, bitch. Do it. Hold on. In what
Well,
sense are they
Unsullied, Tyler.
unsullied? Besides just they ain't having sex.
They're eunuchs.
I know. I'm just saying. In what sense are they unsullied?
Let me snip, and I'll show you.
They cut everything off, right?
No,
The balls.
just so they can't reproduce.
Okay.
Have
Yeah.
kids.
We
didn't know
discussed
they-
this.
they did?
Right,
Okay.
trivia.
They still have a penis.
See, I thought they. So they.
But you know, Pete.
I got a dick.
I thought they cut those off too.
I
Yeah.
got a dick.
I mean, if they do, they like half it, so you still pee out of it. But
I got a dick. Oh, dick.
You still have a penis though at that point.
yeah,
just
they still have a
less.
penis.
I got a dick.
It's pretty much like neutering a dog. You get rid of their initiative to have sex, so no threat from them consummating your wife or your concubine or whatever.
Please keep talking about noodle while you rub your belly, while you rub your bare belly. Now imagine this is the veterinarian you go to.
Ooh, tell me more, doctor.
You're the vet. Like,
Oh, I'm the vet?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen.
this vet is very
Gonna
comfortable.
snip.
For
John, why don't you do it like in the Django version? You just take a hot knife and rip.
Ugh.
When you edit this video, you should put the Starks, all the Starks, like Tony and the other 3 Starks, as the
I hope they live. I
clip.
hope they all do good this weekend.
The cover,
One
whatever you call
down.
it. Finger.
The
I'm a
screenshot.
big-
How many
No,
Starks are
the-
alive in Game of Thrones right now?
They showed 2 in the screenshot I saw.
How
So I
many?
don't know.
Who is alive?
How many actual Starks are alive right now?
I'm talking
Arya,
Bran.
Sansa, and Bran. Is that it?
I guess you count Jon Snow.
John is
but-
still a Stark.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Bastard
I guess.
Stark.
Yeah.
That should
No,
be
no,
like
no,
still
yeah,
a
he's
Stark.
in the family. Yeah,
He's
he
a
says his dad.
Stark. It's just he
So
takes
four-
the family name.
So
of
the episode
Targaryen.
title should be 1 down, 1 Stark down,
Right
4
now,
to go.
right
Like,
now, only 2 are dead.
yeah, Rob and Ned.
Robin Big?
Oh, his
There's
wife.
another one.
Oh,
Ray?
McMahon.
Yes,
McMahon
the
Stark.
Rickon Stark that
Yeah.
who ran off with Shaggy Dog. They're like, oh, he comes back, and they
Shaggy
instantly.
Dog.
That's
Yeah.
what he named his direwolf.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
And
know,
then they-
Direwolf was on the wall.
Hmm?
Which one? Whose was that?
Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
Is that John's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His lived?
Yes. His is the only one alive.
I need to go back and watch. So much.
In the books, right now, Bran still has his. John has his.
His died.
and
like,
Rickon is still alive with
his
his.
wolf died with Hodor, right? Trying to fight off the.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry for spoilers.
His
I don't
last one
care.
died,
All
right?
this.
Yeah.
No,
Bran's-
Rickon's was the last one to die.
Oh, that's right. I forget about
Sansa's
that.
and Arya's were like first ones to go, right?
Ladies was the first one to die.
Sansa's was the first one to
Because she
go.
protected.
No, wait,
her from-
Arya's direwolf is still alive.
She's like
Yeah.
off somewhere.
Where's it at?
Yeah.
though?
She's just
Didn't she, like,
she's
tell it-
basically a wild wolf
Yeah.
running around.
Oh, they showed him back last season, right? Like he
Yeah.
saw him with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
So hers is still alive, but it's like wild, so it's like it's already written off.
I should
Yeah,
just go back
Lady's
and watch
the
it
first one
now
to die.
and then catch
So
up.
it's just Lady.
Lady dies in, like, the second episode. That's the
Second
only one I
or
remember the
third.
name of is Lady.
Lady.
We had a dog named Wade. I didn't remember that.
Lady Shaggy Dog.
These
Ghost.
namings.
I honestly
They're-
don't know if I could go
they're-
back and watch it because I hate freaking Joffrey so much. Like, God.
That's fine.
But he's one of those characters you love to hate.
Yeah, I love that he got.
He still gets hate emails.
Does he?
Like, literally, like,
Probably.
if they didn't wait so long, if they were to reboot Harry Potter, I'd love him to play, like, Malfoy back in the beginning of season of Game of Thrones.
He was in Batman Begins.
Ugh.
He was the one
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
that's
kids saved, like Katie Holmes had.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if they were to reboot Harry Potter,
Oh yeah.
like, when Game of Thrones started, like, if he didn't take off from there, he would have been a good, like, Malfoy.
Yeah.
You little dipshit, you little winky. I saw you in the bathroom, Potter got a little dick. You got a little dick.
And I was like, Malfoy,
Are you
why were you
quoting Paul
looking?
Rudd from that movie where he talks about Dick?
Nope.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I think the funniest.
I want to write an alternate reality Harry Potter where Malfoy knows the endings for everybody. Hey, Weasley, he's gonna fuck your little sister. And then she's like fucking 4 in the background. Yeah, the little retard. Like,
I mean, at most, he was 9 in the first movie. Then No, she was 10 in the first movie.
No, she was not.
You go to school as 11, right?
No, it's 10 or 11. Either way, he's like a couple years older than Jenny.
Wonderless. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
That mirror scene.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't he like 3 or 4 years older than Jenny? Then she'd been like.
They're in second year when she starts.
So yeah, that's right. Yeah, because the Chamber of Secrets. Oh, I'm
Jenny's
sorry,
1 year
Tyler.
younger.
I'm sorry. You hold
So
and regard Harry Potter as a really good thing of fiction.
So she's like
go reread those books again. They're not
10,
that great.
roughly 10 when he first
Harry
like,
Potter
first
is
sees
not
her.
that good. I'm sorry,
He
Tyler.
first sees her at King's Cross.
Not.
What are we talking about?
That good. They're not that good.
Sometimes you never know on the off topic.
And the movies, only the first 3 are really good.
And that's where Jenny is first seen. First
I
3
don't know.
movies.
Only the
I
first.
can't get through the first one very well.
What? The first 2 are like if they're on TV, I watch them. They got a certain charm to them. Third one, really good. Fourth one, we'll talk about it.
It's Goblet of Fire with such a
Fifth
degree.
one, Sixth one, all right.
Fifth one in general was just the worst book in my opinion.
Because it got darker, and
No, it was just so
Umbridge
fucking
Man
long.
fifth one was.
I don't remember hardly anything from that book.
What? The
Umbridge
Dumbledore
Man.
Army. That's where literally shit started to pop off.
And I mean, like, there's that, but other than that, like, fuck it.
Umbridge was worse than Voldemort to me.
It's because you went to Catholic school and you relate too much to it. Like,
I would hate, man.
I mean, watching the movie, I like remember stuff from the book, but overall, the book I do not remember. Like the little details, do not remember.
I mean,
Fuck that book.
I mean,
That's
hold
it.
on. Do you remember the details of the sixth book?
Sure.
Can Half Blood Prince? Can we talk about how nothing fucking happens in that movie till the very end? Like, he kills him. That dude spent 3/4 of. I gotta win Liquid Luck. I'm sorry, fuck off, please. I gotta get in Professor Phoenix's club. I'm in it. Then we're gonna go to like 5 meetings. Oh my god.
Slughorn.
Oh, sorry. Anyways.
Felix was the start of the luck push, and Felix Felicius. Or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, Felix Felix.
Just so
Are you
you
gonna
know.
leave this in the podcast, or you can cut it at some point?
We haven't ended it yet.
I just think like that book, being the penultimate book, did not have a lot happening in it. And then you write this big book and you're trying to fit all this Horcrux stuff, and it's just like, yep, you just don't know. She did not pace those very well.
So refreshing.
So refreshing. I'm gonna give you a can, so it's so refreshing. Well, you know what?
I'm refreshed. Let's get over with.
I've been.
Well, did we ever talk about Shazam, or did that just like fall to the wind?
I
never
think we talked about it. If we didn't,
I think we just talked about it briefly. Like, it was all right.
If we didn't,
Okay, whatever.
Because those like your hiatus.
Shazam happened. That's what I was wondering. I never know if we ever talked about it. Whatever, another time, another day. Maybe.
I've been spoilered.
It's DC Universe.
Spoilered schnoiler. And I've been joined by 3 fabulous guests. And I will let them introduce them or conclude themselves in increasingly
difficult manner.
No sensuality. So who thinks they're the least sensual? Speak first.
I've been whatever it was, beer festival man.
Damn. Gonna be like that?
There's Lewdness Monster.
Yeah, you were the lewd, crude dude. That should have been your name.
Lewd, crude.
Maybe next time with other guests.
All right, who's the second sensual?
What was I? What is?
Who are
Think
you?
I was
Who are you?
John?
I just listed it off, and you're like, sure, all of them, or whatever. Or whatever I am.
Whatever I am, John. Yeah.
No
And
worries.
the most sensual, and the person who will conclude the podcast is
Filthy casual.
filthy casual, filthy sensual casual.
It just sounds like the side of
Goodbye.